into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
And 3 and flex.
Swing.
And 1.
And hip.
That's it. You have to do the hip. Hi, good morning. Sorry you caught us in the middle of a workout because we're actually getting ready for you. Welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso. You're live at S3 and here we have a show for you, eh?
We do have a show for you. Oh, I'm so excited for today. It's Thursday. We're going to be jam-packed, busy until 9 a.m. And you know what? We have a familiar face in studio today.
Really? Zoe Brown. That's her face.
No, I thought it was you.
Was it me?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, well, there's another familiar face. He's an individual that, I mean, I'm going to have to throw these in there, but he's going to take us back to the beach. Right? He's somebody that we can't get enough of because that's all the names of his songs. And then he's also a love dealer and a heart stealer. I'm just kidding. He's just an amazing guy and he looks great today. Award-winning music artist. He's a chiropractor and a beach football player. Come on, Cal Deutsch is here today and he's going to be entertaining you with some of the new stuff that he has, some releases in 2021. He also tells me he's got like 1,000 songs that he's just been working on that he's ready to release, which is going to be great.
Oh, well, listen, can't wait to hear more of that. And he's also here to chat about his singles released in 2021.
Oh, yeah.
Love Dealer and Ready with Congolese-born artist Kispi.
Indeed. So, I want to make sure that you get comfy because it's going to be quite a show today. And when you got Zoe in the house, as well as this lovely lady, Jamie Lee Domberg, you know it's going to be a show.
Oh, good morning, guys. Good morning to you, Mzansi. Jamie Lee Domberg reporting live for duty on this Thursday. Happy Klein Vrydag. Let me say that. Let me start there. As you know, festive season is upon us. Already when I came into studio this morning, all I smelled is food. Now, it links to our Good Morning Post question today. When it comes to festive food, what are some of the traditions that you have in your family? I know for us, growing up, I was the person that was helping my grandfather with making the potato salad, making sure that the rack of lamb was done, the gammon was done, and then, of course, I got to taste it. So that was my role when it came to the family and the food traditions. But do let us know what your family traditions are when it comes to food. Expresso Morning Show S3. Like we said, lots of recipe inspiration on this Thursday. All you have to do is sit back, relax, and like I said, I'm the taster, so I'm gonna get into this while Zoe Brown prepares for those news headlines. Yeah.
Thank you, Jamie. And starting off with your national headlines, the South African Health Products Regulatory Authority, or SHAPRA, has approved the third Pfizer COVID vaccine booster dose for people over the age of 18 to be administered at least 6 months after the second one. For the time being, mixing COVID vaccines is not part of the recognized courses for vaccinating against COVID-19. Meanwhile, the National Institute for Communicable Diseases has reported almost 20,000 new infections and 36 fatalities in the country in the last 24 hours. The test positivity rate is at 26.8%. And staying with local news, over 50% of tertiary students in South Africa say they're doubtful that they'll be employed after completing their studies. This is according to a study conducted by the Professional Provident Society. The annual survey also shows the most students are concerned about the country's future as a result of high prevalence of corruption, soaring unemployment, and the economic devastation caused by COVID-19. SA has one of the highest youth unemployment rates, which, according to Statistics South Africa, reached an all-time high of 64.4% this year. Moving to news beyond our own borders, the African Union has called for an urgent end to travel restrictions imposed on some of its member states, saying the measures effectively penalizes governments for timely data sharing in line with international health regulations. Late last month, European Union states, the US and Britain imposed travel curbs on 7 southern African countries after they reported several cases of the Omicron variant, which is considered highly infectious. The US says it hopes to lift Southern Africa travel bans in the near future as it continues to review policy on Omicron. And India's top military commander has died in a helicopter crash in the southern state of Tamil Nadu. Chief of Justice Staff General Bipin Rawat. His wife and 11 others died after the helicopter came down in the hills near Kunu city yesterday. Rawat, 63, was appointed India's first ever Chief of Defence Staff in January 2019. This brought together the Army, the Navy and the Air Force. The Indian Air Force said it had ordered an investigation into the accident, which happened in foggy weather. And next, some news of Tembisa's Zama Mofokeng, who is no ordinary gymnast. Zama is no ordinary gymnast, not by any measure. Hailing from Tembisa on the East Rand in Gauteng, the 31-year-old Mofokeng has just added another Guinness World Record title to his name by performing 31 one-handed back handsprings in a row while alternating hands. We say another Guinness World Record title because earlier this year, Mofokeng also earned a Guinness title when he performed 36 consecutive one-handed back handsprings using the same hand each time. But it hasn't always been plain sailing for this budding gymnast, who is also an aspiring screenplay writer, as he was hit by a car at the age of 6 and as a consequence suffered severe seizures. Mofokeng says his goal is to motivate people who suffer from epilepsy and are living with a disability to not lose hope and to follow their dreams. Now, as one of Mofokeng's Instagram followers quipped, saying kudos to this man and his impeccable strength, and we totally agree with that. Well, on that very inspiring note, that's where I leave your morning headlines. Let's hope the sport is very good for you.
I hope it's good too, because that's a tough act to follow, but flip, that was an amazing story. Well, let's jump on to some of the sporting action, starting with rugby. Malcolm Marx, Ebenetsebet, Siya Kolisi, Lukanya Am, as well as Makazola Mapimpi have all been named in World Rugby's Men's 15's Dream Team of the Year. The Springbok Stars were included alongside the 4 players who were nominated for the Player of the Year award. That is Maro Itoje, as well as Michael Hooper, Antoine Dupont and Samu Karevi. With 5 representatives, the Springboks have contributed the most players to the Dream Team. The All Blacks have 3 and the Wallabies have 2, while Scotland, England, France and Wales have 1 inclusion each. On to football. Barcelona will play the rest of their European season in the Europa League after a 3-0 loss to Bayern Munich. Muller and Sane as well as Musiala got the goals for the hosts. Elsewhere, Chelsea were held to a 3-3 draw by Zenit, while Man United and Young Boys drew 1-1. Both English sides are through. However, Chelsea had top spot in the group snatched away from them after Juventus beat Malmo 1-0 to finish top of Group H. The game between Atalanta and Villarreal will take place tonight after heavy snowfall yesterday forced the match to be postponed. Now, staying with football, but locally, league leaders and defending champions Mamelodi Sundowns continued their amazing start to the season with their 10th win from 14 matches. Sundowns overcame New Boys Royal Arm, that's 3-2, in an entertaining encounter to open up an 11-point gap at the top of the table. Orlando Pirates and Amazulu played out to a 1-1 draw. In fact, Benny McCarthy's team have now drawn 5 league matches in a row. Swallows claimed victory for the first time since the opening weekend when they defeated Baroka FC 1-0, and there were also wins for Supersport as well as Marumo Gallants. And on to tennis news. World number 1 Novak Djokovic has been entered into the Australian Open despite uncertainty over his COVID vaccination status, while 7-time winner Serena Williams is absent. Defending champion Djokovic has refused to reveal if he has been vaccinated, a requirement to play in Melbourne. Williams, meanwhile, said she was not fit to compete at 2022's first Grand Slam. 20-time Grand Slam winner Roger Federer is absent while he continues his rehabilitation from knee surgery. US Open champion Emma Raducanu, ranked 14th in the world, will make her tournament debut when the tournament starts on the 14th of January. Now, that's a wrap-up of your sporting action. I'll have another update for you in 1 hour. Over to weather. Here's Jamie Lee.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wasty, for that sports update. Some sad news on the weather front is that the South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for disruptive rainfall caused by slow-moving thunderstorms, which could lead to flooding of formal as well as informal settlements or roads and low-lying areas with bridges and major roads affected. Now, this is expected over the southern parts of Limpopo, the northern and eastern parts of Gauteng, as well as the high veld of Mpumalanga. Meanwhile, disaster management teams in Mpumalanga are on high alert following earlier heavy rains that led to localized flooding, causing the flooding of the Elands River in Boven, Mpumalanga. MEC Busisiwa Shiba urged communities, especially those living near rivers, dams and streams, to monitor the weather patterns as well as the water levels regularly and not to endanger their lives by crossing water resources, including bridges submerged in water. And then, of course, we urge all those in affected areas to take care and follow official instructions to remain safe. And then, of course, you know as well, our morning cannot start without showcasing the wonderful sunrise photos that is captured around the country. Now, starting us off this morning, Brad Bennett from Umkomaas shared yet another fantastic sunrise shot with us as he overlooks the ocean and a moody sky with the sun rays breaking through the cloud cover. Absolutely stunning. Regular contributor as well, Fatah Khan from Richards Bay, shared this gorgeous sky filled with hues of red as his day begins overlooking the harbour. And that is how you start a Klein Vrydag here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. But right now, here's a first look at the temperatures for today. If you are out and about in Polokwane, do expect a low of 17. That will peak at 25, and thunder showers are coming your way. For you, Mbombela, it is a range of 19 to 28. And for you, Pretoria, thunder showers are also coming your way, ranging from 17 to 27. Johannesburg, for you, a low of 15 and a high of 25, as well as Mahikeng can be seen with a minimum of 18 and a maximum of 29. For you, Klerksdorp, ranging from 16 to 31, Kimberley following shortly, ranging from 17 to 33, and then Bloemfontein can be found with a low of 14 and a high of 28. Thunder showers are also coming your way, Richards Bay today, with a range of 22 to 34, Pietermaritzburg 17, 30, and then South Africa's playground, Durban, ranges from 22 to 29. Mthatha, for you, it is 15, 31, East London, a minimum of 20 with a maximum of 27. Craddock can be found with a range of 15 to 32, and if you're out and about in Gqeberha today, do expect an 80% chance of rain with a range of 19 to 24. For you, George, a low of 17 and a high of 22. The mother city, Cape Town, ranges from 16 to 23. Sunshine coming your way today, Worcester, with a range of 16 to 30. Sutherland, 12, 29. And then last but definitely not least, as always, Uppington is showing off today with a range of 20 to 38. Well, that is where I leave your weather here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, thank you, Jamie Lee Domberg. Well, you know what? Let's be honest. Most moms find it extremely challenging to find time to sit down, decide on the week's worth of recipes, and go through the tedious step-by-step process of making the meals. Now, thankfully, there's an easy way to keep mealtime simple with Simply Chicken.
There we go. So follow at Simply Chicken, ZA, on Instagram for a quick and easy, delicious recipe. And there's so much inspiration there. And actually remember, Simply Chicken are giving you a chance to win an instant Vortex air fryer. Hello. Simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter or Instagram page and share your hashtag #RealMomFestiveKitchenHacks. Please, we need it.
Please do so. And not only do you stand a chance to win that amazing air fryer, but also a chance to tell your story on Expresso and automatically be entered into the draw for the grand prize. In fact, it's a cash prize of 10,000 Rand. Remember to include that hashtag RealMom and hashtag SimplyChicken in your answer. And you better hurry up because the competition is closing tomorrow at midday, and those T's and C's can be found on our website, expressoshow.com.
hungry?
Bags. My dad has a certain way of doing things.
Dad, hoe gaan dit bij die werk?
Our Monati connects the family with unlimited home fiber from $3.99 per month.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso. You're live at S3, and we got a surprise for you. Okay, maybe it's not a surprise because you can see him now, but just give me a second. So, right, his songs make us want to go all night. That's right. We simply just can't get enough of the Durban hitmaker who takes us back to the beach. I did it again. Yep, you guessed it. Our performer this morning is multi-talented, award-winning Carl Deutsch. And before we catch up with him, let's hear some of his latest single. A little piece for you with Kiss Beats called Ready.
I see that you're ready for me. I show you the time and the place. Oh yeah, I'm desperate for you. You show me the way. You say you're ready, are you? I don't wanna dim your fire. Oh yeah, you feel it, don't you? 'Cause I do too. If you wanna talk, talk with me. If you wanna dance, dance with me. If you're gonna love, love with me. It's easy. I'm ready. You're ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. You ready?
Sorry, I'm a big fan of this guy. Please make some noise for Carl Deutsch! Yes! He's here! Oh my word, it's so good to see you. You are colorful,
bro.
you are amazing. I believe like you got some, you have to complete the look.
Okay,
You gotta do that.
Okay,
Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, we are there.
Now.
We are there.
Are we ready?
Dude, and
you
it's,
ready?
it's so good to see you. I chat to you on the phone too much, so now I can get to see you, and it's so beautiful to check you out. I love the color in the morning. We need it to wake up.
I also needed this.
Yeah, just to wake up.
Trust me, I'm not normally awake this early, so tried to put on the brightest shit I had.
No, that's amazing, dude. Honestly, but you know, let's go back and do a moment of reflection because we have to catch up. The pandemic's been tough on all of us, but you are still part of the medic field as a chiropractor, so you still are somebody who could have, you know, sort of assisted anybody who needed help during this time. How has that been for you? You know, just to kind of do the balance, because I know it's beach football, it's chiropractor practice, it's musical. You know, what's the vibe? How has it been?
It's been crazy, man. Music has obviously taken, performance-wise, should I say, it's taken a little bit of a step back. But I mean, that's across the board for everybody, I suppose.
Yes.
But we've been very creative and busy, like super busy on the beach soccer front, which is really taking like a forefront for me right now. And that's been really exciting to get back into that because we kind of took a break from that. And the chiropractic side, obviously, which has still been ongoing and which we'll still continue to work through. So it's been cool to be able to assist people health-wise, obviously. But I mean, people are still a little bit wary about how should they go see people, should they be going into contact with people directly. And it's been an interesting time in all aspects of my life, really.
Well, I think that safety protocols are always just on top with you. I know when it comes to your practice. I'm just thinking about all the family members who have asked you to crack their back.
Everybody.
You see exactly anybody, strangers.
Everybody.
Carl, you're a chiropractor. Crack my back, man. Come on. I know it's like that, but I think that you've been cracking your back, making music for all of us to enjoy. You know, your fans and consumers of your music. So the creative process during lockdown, did you find that entire period actually increased your creativity? Did you get some inspiration from what was happening around you?
It's been crazy. I think lockdown, the period we thought would be like, okay, cool, a year was long. Now we're going 2 years. Now I'm trying to remember what did we do in the beginning of the first lockdown?
I don't know.
So last year we were crazy busy in terms of creating music and getting the boys to be. You know, it's one thing to start songs and to start it, and to get to the completion stage is sometimes another whole story. So right now we're at the completion stage of the tracks we've been working on since last year. So 2022 is going to be a very interesting time because we're going to be starting to release all the stuff that we made during this lockdown, and it's going to be fun.
I know it's going to be fun. So the last time I chatted to you, you said you had songs in the bag. So there's one with Kiss Beats, all right, that's ready. coffee. You got Love Dealer, that's, you know, charting on any good radio chart at the moment. There's so many songs that you have out there. You said to me a number. Like, how many tracks do you think you have in waiting, in the wings for you to release? That need to be finished. I know, because I think you said 1,000 last time.
You gonna give me?
so what do you think? No, because I know there's a lot of...
Sleepless nights. No. Like, I mean, we go into the studio, we start making songs. I mean, it's just like, okay, cool, let's start. Let's go. Bah. Guy comes with a beat, we go with a song. Boom. It can be like, that can be 10 minutes. You know, then we can go, okay, let's make a new one, go straight away. Straight after that 10 minutes, that's like one idea, right? Yeah. Then we go straight in, then we finish this one, or almost finish this one on the same night, because you don't really finish them. And then we can go for a third one, we go for a fourth one, then we're like, okay, cool, guys, we got 4 songs that we just created tonight. Then, should we start to finish them? Shouldn't we? Oh, is this good? Is this not good? Should we go for another one? And it can work like that, and it can snowball. So I would say, honestly speaking, maybe about 100 that we have that are just...
You see?
They're just floating around, and then we just decide, okay, cool, let's go for these 5, let's go for these, let's go for these. And, well, at the moment, we're trying to wrap them all up and package them into a little bundle and say, okay, cool, guys, here's our splurb for the last 3-4 years. You know?
I wonder if you could be like the first artist to release a 100-song EP.
Yeah. I ain't trying to do that.
Okay, well, I mean, I'd say it'd be quite cool.
It would be
a lot of fun.
It would be cool.
You know, I'm not going to force you into it. Just letting you know there's an idea there.
The attention span these days is short.
I know.
We go for like 10, 11 songs and people are like, whew.
Yeah, but that's so true. But the thing is, we're looking forward to the new music. In fact, you're going to perform a couple of tracks on the show today. We got Love Dealer coming up for you, as well as Ready with Kiss Beats, which is going to be so great. But Carl Deutsch, you're here, you're colourful, we're ready for you. And the thing is, if you need someone to crack your back this morning, he'll do it with his music at your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Hold it. Stick around.
Oof.
Oh, well, listen, I'm very excited, yes. And you know what? I am ready for my morning cup of coffee. And as we're inching our way towards Christmas, and this incredible Nespresso Advent calendar is also helping us to count down the days. How cool.
It is so pretty. I've been having so much fun. I feel like every day leading up to Christmas is Christmas because of this calendar that is designed by world-renowned fashion designer Johanna Ortiz. The calendar reveals a new Nespresso coffee every single day, so we get excited, we get hyped up every single day. And then on the 24th, a very special gift awaits.
So we are on day 9 today. So let's take a look at what coffee we'll be making.
Are we ready?
This is so cool. Yes.
Can we get a drum roll, please? This one is my all-time favorite.
Is it your favorite?
Esperazione Roma.
Ooh.
So I'm going to pop this in here. I'm going to pop it in here. So
okay. Which one would you like to have?
So you can either have this as an espresso or ristretto. So either 40 mils or 25 mils. I would go with espresso.
Okay.
A bit of a
nice and strong.
Nice and strong. So you're just going to pop it into there. Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I actually have a spare one here. So our Esperazione Roma. There we go. It's a favorite of yours.
You have to roll it with like a Italian. Esperazione.
Esperazione
Roma. There we go. So I got my first one. And what are you going to go for? Are you going to go for an espresso?
Listen, I'm going to have one of these too. And if you didn't know this, the inspiration for this coffee comes from Roman roasters who have perfected ancient roasting techniques. Now, the result is a subtle balance between the intensity and the depth of the woodsy cereal notes, and the finesse of the acidity and the elegant aromatics remain true to the Rome's rich history of contrasts.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Okay, I'm going to make one for myself.
Make one for yourself. You deserve it. Again, this is a blend of Arabicas and Robustas from Brazil and Mexican Arabicas. Now, it is a bit of a light roast, so it balances the intensity and also the deep flavor of the coffee with that hint of acidity. You have it, there we go. Pop that in there. And again, you can either have it as an espresso or a ristretto. We are going for an espresso. We need that nice little shot this morning to get us into the rest of the show.
There we go. Amazing. Well, you know what? I feel like we need to make our guest artist a cup of coffee too. Can we get Carl Deutsch in here?
Carl, you have to sing for your coffee. You have to sing for your coffee.
Can't get enough of this coffee. Well, keep getting lost in the
Summer.
Sugar.
Yeah.
That was yours.
You're more of a sweetener type of girl.
I'm more of a sweetener type of girl. I actually don't do any sugar. Do you do sugar?
Yeah, I do one.
You do one
sugar?
But only one because that's...
Well, you've got 2 sugars next to you.
I like
There you go. Enjoy that.
I'm going to cheers this.
There we go. Well, listen.
And yours?
We're happy you're here today. We're looking forward to that performance and enjoy your coffee.
Now, that make you want to sing again? Can't get enough of the sugar.
Whoa, keep getting lost in the moment. I get
Keep singing, I'm
sweet love. You just want me to warm up so that I'm actually decent when I get to the stage. Yeah.
That's exactly.
We're waiting for it.
Can't get enough.
Ooh.
Nespresso welcomes you to a house filled with delight, blooming with flavor and warmth. This festive season, select the perfect gifts for you and your loved ones. Gifts of the forest. Nespresso, what ounce?
Tune in to Expresso weekdays at 6 a.m. from Monday the 6th to Friday the 10th of December 2021 to stand the chance of winning one of 5 mattresses worth 9,000 Rand each. Oh yes, to enter, reply to the daily competition post on Expresso's Facebook, Twitter or Instagram page and answer the question including the competition hashtag #SloomSleep in your answer. The competition will close on Friday the 10th of December 2021. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
Golden Cloud and Beacon are on the search for South Africa's best baking duo this holiday season. So grab your son, daughter, grandchild, nephew or niece and start creating in the kitchen. To enter, look out for our weekly holiday baking inspiration on air and on our social pages. Then create your own special bake with Golden Cloud and Beacon treats. Take a picture and share it on the Golden Baker Search Junior Edition competition post on the Expresso Facebook or Twitter pages or on our website using the hashtag Golden Baker Search and tell us why you are SA's best baking duo. You could be one of the 5 finalists competing on TV for the grand prize worth 35,000 Rand. Let's create together with the Golden Baker Search Junior Edition on Expresso Morning Show. Brought to you by Golden Cloud and Beacon. Entries close on the 18th of December. 5 finalists, 1 winning duo to be crowned live on Expresso.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, it is. It is your feel-good breakfast show. You're on S3. Happy Thursday to all of you. Now, maybe you're looking for something fun to do while enjoying your festive season this December. We are here for all of that.
That's right. Well, to help you, we have sent our very own Jamie Lee Domberg and Ryle to Surfers Corner, decked out with all of the latest summer gadgets from the Crazy Store for some summer holiday inspiration. I mean, I'm here for this. Was his shirt off?
You'll have to wait and see.
Okay.
Now look, we all know that a day out on the beach can be a load of fun, but it can also be a bit of a challenge, especially when you may be bored or you get sand in places you just don't want. But of course, all you need is one of these and you can turn yourself from a beach bun into a whole lot of fun.
However, the key to a blissful day is all about preparation, and that is where our friends at the Crazy Store has got you covered. Packing the right items will ensure a beach day is just another day in paradise. Woo! As we arrived at Musenberg Beach, we could see that the waves are cooking, the weather was perfect, and we decided that we were going to plant down all our goodies and we were just going to call it a day and chill out and relax. I mean, we are living our best life. This is what you call December.
Cape Town, summer in South Africa. I mean, how could you complain about this? And I think this is a perfect spot for us for the day, right?
Sit down, okay?
Yep.
I'm actually very proud of you. You came up prepared for this day.
Definitely. I got my water equipment here, so I'm definitely going to go taste some of these waves. And I got some toys for some fun.
Clearly, Nature Boy is again so excited. I brought some toys along as well, so we're going to have lots of fun. We're going to be like kids again.
Yes, I love it.
After we settled down, we realized we had lots of toys, games, and fun packed into our bags, so we knew we had to get straight into the action. I love a little bit of competition, so anything that involves playing with somebody, but at the same time challenging them and hopefully beating them, that's always fun for me.
The first one to block the ball wins, okay?
Right. Deal. Let's go.
I give up. So clearly, not only the fastest man on sand, but also the fastest lungs too.
Boom! Don't ever try to challenge me in my office.
Show off.
I was actually very impressed with Jamie. I thought I'm going to be all on my own when it comes to playing games, but she was up for it and she produced. She gave me a good run for my money and it ended up being a ball of fun. Excuse the pun.
Ryle and I are both very competitive, so to be able to go head to head on the beach, well, gave me a bit of a run for my money, but eventually I caught up. After all, he is the champion.
So many items to choose from when it comes to having fun on the beach. One thing that stood out for me was the Velcro ball catch game, which I found to be unique, a new challenge, but anyone could play. It was easy to pick up on.
All right, look, I didn't bring this board here for nothing, so I'm gonna go do what I do best.
Do you, boo? Well, while Nature Boy goes to live his best life ocean, maybe I should build a sandcastle, and who knows, maybe I'll find my king. Booyah!
Funniest moment for me was thinking that I'm a pro on a bodyboard, but I've never done it in, I can't even remember how many years. So being back on the board and falling and just having fun in the waves was a good, humbling, but yet, of course, fun experience.
I would definitely recommend every single item that we use today, whether it be the buckets we used for the sandcastles, the floatables, even the tennis rackets. Every single item at the Crazy Store is something that every family should have. If you have a little one to play with, I know my Luca would absolutely love it.
Oh, how was that?
Oh, that was so lekker. You're missing out, I'm telling you. Oh, but I definitely earned myself a proper beach sesh now. It's time to kick back and relax.
Clearly, there are two types of people at the beach. One that comes to do absolutely nothing and just chill, and the other that actually builds things, eh? I have to say the funniest moment for me was Ryle lying there, minding his own business, living his best life, looking like a beach model, obviously. And then I came up on the side, splashed him with water, and fun and games.
From all the incredible Crazy Store summer items that are on option, I think one thing that I would definitely recommend for all friends and family are the water toys and water pistols. They are so much fun. It's always a great opportunity to get wet, get active, and create another memory out of it.
Okay, I surrender! Juice!
Well, look, clearly if you want to get some of the latest accessories to maximize your fun on the beach this summer, then you want to head down to your nearest Crazy Store for some affordable and absolutely crazy deals that you do not want to miss out on.
Don't forget to follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to learn all about the new summer gadgets and toys coming your way for this summer to use on the next time on your off day at the beach.
Ah! You said you surrendered!
That was so much fun, being on the beach like that. Ryle's top off and everything. It's great, really it was. Remember, it was about the Crazy Store and getting the items over there, and you can get it all there and have a great beach. Are you okay there?
Listen, if I buy those toys,
Yes.
will I also meet a man with a six-pack?
You might actually, you know what? It's actually proven that if you go to the Crazy Store and get a couple of items, you could meet a man with a six-pack. A message brought to you by your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Look how dreamy she looks. That's crazy. But over to some worker. You know what? Sometimes a six-pack has to be work. You have to work for it. Can we work for a six-pack very quickly? Let's go.
Oh.
We have got it all. Everyone will find something at the Crazy Store. It's no wonder South Africa considers the Crazy Store the crazy fun place to shop.
We are definitely going to work for that six-pack right now because we know that summer is here. Feel it, everybody. And many of us will be making our way to the beach like I just did with Mr. De Mornay. But over the festive period, it's also time to relax and enjoy some much-deserved time to ourselves and times with our family. Now, of course, many people have been working on their beach bodies in the build-up to summer. But some of us might have left things later than others when it comes to getting beach ready. Don't worry, we got you covered this morning. There is still time to get that toned look. And with us today to take us through some beach-inspired exercises is personal trainer Morne Ismail. Good morning.
Good morning.
You look like you are ready for the beach already. You are shredded, you are looking good. If you want to take off your t-shirt as well to inspire the rest of Mzansi, you can do that.
I don't think I'm ready yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
I did try. But maybe take us through the workout today.
Sure. Guys, so the first exercise you're going to do is called a crab squat.
Crab squat?
It's slightly different to a normal crab squat. So you're going to start off nice and wide.
Okay.
Nice wide stance, wider than normal. You're going to get down into a nice squat. Okay, keep those chests up. Bum back over there, and then you're going to take a nice step out to the side, okay, and you're going to move across onto that leg, okay, and then you're going to bring the other leg across, okay, and you're going to stay in tension, okay, and then you'll take another step out to the side, move across, okay, and bring the other leg across. There we go, and then we'll go back again, okay, so other leg across, move across, and then
this is hectic.
Yeah, out to the side, and back in again, and stand.
I see what you did there. Crab because of the beach.
Yep.
You're smart.
Yeah,
You're smart.
yeah.
But that
well,
one,
the next one is dolphin push-ups. Okay. So.
You see the inspiration there, Mzansi? We're all about the ocean animals this morning.
Right. So we're gonna get down onto our hands and knees. You're gonna get down onto your elbows. Okay. So get into a normal plank position over there. So you're gonna get your legs up, body nice and straight. You're gonna walk yourself up slightly. Okay. And what you're gonna do now is you're actually gonna push yourself forward. Okay, until your nose is just above the ground, and then you're going to push yourself in, push your head through your arms towards your knees, and then we're going to go back again. And back in, and out.
This is one way to get that summer body because, wow.
There we go, and that's it. Nice. We'll go for about 10 or 12 of those at a time. Okay, nice for the shoulders. And then the next one, okay, we're going to do
pop snook where you just lay down and then you just like, that is the best workout, no?
We are going to be lying down. So we're still going to be on our stomach, nice and flat. Okay, so lying flat down, face down. You're going to have your arms out, extended out in front of you.
Okay, Mzansi, I hope you're following along with us. We're all getting that beach-inspired workout this morning from Morne.
Yeah.
So there we go.
You're going to have your legs slightly further apart, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to lift your shoulders and your thighs, or your chest and your thighs up off the ground, and you're going to bring your elbows back towards into your sides of your body. Okay, then back out to the front and back down again.
And what animal is this? What are we
This is the turtle.
Oh, this is the turtle.
This is the
Yay!
turtle. Yeah.
I love the turtle.
So up, back, forward, and back down.
What are we focusing on here, Morne?
So this one, you're going to be focusing on your lower back, okay, your rectus spinae, your upper back, okay, while you're sweeping those shoulders back, and then also your glutes and your hamstrings at the back while you're lifting your thighs up off the ground.
So squeeze, feel that burn, use that core.
And back down. That's it. Okay. And then the next one we're going to be up on our front side. Okay. These ones are starfish sit-ups. Yeah, even more beach stuff. Okay, so onto your backside. You're going to have your arms out extended.
Okay, wait, I have a mic pack on my back, so I'll try to go.
I'll do the demo. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to have your arms out extended. You're going to push your lower back into the floor, and you're going to have your legs up over here, up off the ground over there. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your opposite hand, or your hand, and reach your opposite leg. Okay, and then you're just going to alternate sides.
Morne, I can tell you that if I did this for an entire month, I would look snatch because, wow, this is just a demo, and I'm already feeling the burn. Let's
keep it going. Let's keep it going. Okay, let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4.
And again, the focus here is obviously the core.
Yep, all into the core there. Okay, a little bit of tension, okay, staying all the way up there. So you're going to keep that low back nice and flat into the floor. Keep those shoulders up off the ground, and that'll create a little bit more tension up in the abs for those six packs that we all want for summer.
Was that the final one?
No, that is not. We've got one more.
We are moving. We are working.
Okay, so we've got a surface pop-up. Okay, so Imagine yourself on a surfboard out in front of you over here. You're gonna lie flat down, okay? And all you're gonna do is you're gonna pop up, and then you're gonna get up like a surfer. Okay.
Okay, let me see that again. Let me see that again.
Much like a burpee. Okay, so on the floor, okay, you're gonna push yourself up off the ground, and you're gonna get up and twist. Okay, out to the side. That's it. There we go.
And you have to hold it like this.
You gotta hold it.
I always see surfers
Yeah.
do this like that.
Yeah.
Like they just
Not
floating.
like this, not like this. This is karate. Okay? Surfing. There we go.
Okay,
Out
get rid
wide,
of one.
and then back down again, and then you're gonna switch sides, and you're gonna face the other way. Out there. That's it.
We are surfing, everybody.
go.
Mole, that was amazing. It was tough,
pleasure.
it was hectic, but again, if you are in that crunch time, wanting to get that summer body, this is how you do it. Mornay, thank you so much for joining
Absolute
us.
pleasure.
Let us know, did you work out with us this morning? Are you feeling it as much as I am? Expresso Morning Show on S3, we'd love to hear from you. I think we should do the pub snook now.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's just lie down.
And just lay down. Yeah, this is how you do it. Simple as CBD should be.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to it. Yes, it is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, live here on S3. Now, reading, we've been talking about this the whole time. It's a gift, you know, to be shared with our own words this festive season. So why not take part and take a moment in your day to translate just one word with Cadbury Dairy Milk that'll help co-author a library of children's festive stories in their own home language.
And I love this. I say this all the time. You know, language is the bridge that we need between culture, religion, creeds, doesn't really matter. And in order to be a part of the change, one word and one page at a time. We're giving you a word to translate this morning, and that word is rapping. Something that we are actually doing right now.
Like rapping, like hey, yo,
rap, that's
what's up?
Not like
Carl, tasty.
Rapping where the W is silent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's that one. And rapping in Sepedi, it is
Siputelo. Siputelo. That's it.
Siputelo.
Yeah, because if you were rapping,
yes.
If you were doing the act of rapping, waputela. So kisiputelo.
Ah, I like that.
Or if you're my grandmother, you just say,
Yes.
Kipasela. But that's not the
See,
correct
this is what we're
way.
learning
That's
as we
not the
go
correct
along.
way.
Siputelo.
Yep.
I'm going to actually use that word while wrapping gifts for you, in fact. I'm going to use that and have that same vision in my head. And that's what words do, and they're so powerful as well. We've got so many beautiful languages in South Africa. We have to use them as often as we can. So gift your words this festive season and help co-author a festive-themed story to be added to the Cadbury Dairy Milk in Our Own Words library, so all children can enjoy stories of the most wonderful season.
Putela, all of those words together. Go on to cadbury.co.za and follow at Cadbury Dairy Milk SA on Facebook or at Cadbury_SA on Twitter and Instagram, and start translating your words today.
Siputelo.
Oh, well, speaking of wrapping, it's time for us to unwrap some delicious snacks for this festive season.
Snack time assorted crackers, an entertainer's dream.
Oh, listen, I love the festive season because it's the perfect time to create new memories and also share the love with your loved ones, your friends, or even those less fortunate than you by spoiling them with delicious and delectable treats. Now, with Baker's Snack Time assorted crackers, it's really easy to impress your guests with quick and simple canapes to pass around at any auspicious occasion. And here to help us create the perfect snack time is the one and only Michaela. I see this giant box of Baker's Snack Time assorted crackers. I think of Christmas. It's like a staple in so many households.
And the savory ones are my favorite.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Because I love cheese. They go with everything.
They do go with everything. So you're going to show us how to make some delicious savory snacks.
Exactly. And these are perfect because you can just leave them out and people can just go crazy and just grab.
They can grab the one thereafter.
Yeah.
So I'm a sucker for a salty crack.
Everyone loves a salty crack. My mum loves the ancient grain Provitas.
Ooh.
With cheese. That's like her everyday work snack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
which one are we going to start with?
You need, for this one, we need our cream cracker. I need a salty crack and an ancient grain
Provita. So this is now the fun because you really get to play around. So you're going to instruct me on what I can do. Here in front of me, I have got some
that
cream.
Is yes,
it's cream. So,
and I also have some cream, but I'm going to mix it with some goat's cheese.
Ooh, that is a winner. You're not a goat's cheese.
I love goat's cheese.
Okay, me too.
Any cheese. I will do.
Any cheese.
Yeah.
Okay. Goat's cheese. Just give me a goat's cheese that's got a little bit of a spice to it, or like the flavors. Don't give me the plain goat's cheese.
Really?
I need something to spice it up.
Not just the standard Chevin. I think that's what it's called.
So I'm going to start here by putting a little bit of the cream on.
Exactly. But just mix some of the mustard into it as well.
Okay.
There we go.
Add some flavor to our cream. There we go.
What is it with like old people giving other people the snack time boxes for Christmas though?
It's tradition.
Oh.
It's tradition.
Well, I'm old now, so people give me snack time.
Well, you know what? The festive season is just not the same without our Baker's Snack Time.
That's true. Again, I have some caramelized onions, some beef.
So I've got
you can use
marbled. A marbled mustard effect.
Look at you being fancy. You like hosting parties, so this would be perfect for you, right?
Thank you. I'm trying to host. I'm very excited. My mom and dad, they're going to come spend the festive with me.
Oh, really?
So I need all the tips you can give me.
Just bake cakes.
Just bake cakes?
Yeah.
So I'm going to add a little bit of our meat over here.
Yes.
Fantastic, and a little bit of asparagus. I'm just trying to mimic what is there in front of me. I've got some asparagus as well as green beans.
And there's pea shoots.
Just this really makes anything look fancy.
Yes, and I have some whipped ricotta.
There we go.
Do you like ricotta?
I do like ricotta. Not plain.
Ricotta's a good cheese though. You can do it sweet or savory.
Yes, it needs to be just served with something. So here in front of me, I believe I have some plain yogurt, a bit of spices and some chicken.
So that's curry powder. You want to mix it into the yogurt. And then you can choose your selection of snack time biscuits over there.
Oh, okay. Which one haven't we used yet? We are busy with... That's a winner.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay.
You don't even need any toppings for these, in all honesty. They're just so good.
And that's the fun. You get to like really play around. No snack will be the same.
No.
Okay. So
we have some blueberries.
I have got a little bit of should I mix the chicken in it? Chicken mayo?
You can, but I tend to like adding the mayo just like a dollop on the top.
Okay, let's do that. I'm going to add some chicken.
Nice.
And then just a little dollop of mayo. Just so there's for control, some calorie control.
Look how fancy you being there.
Look, you're making it easy because you literally just need a few ingredients, play around with it.
And you can put whichever micro herbs you want on the top. Micro herbs make everything look fancy.
Anything look fancy. Look at that. Okay, I'm quite intrigued by this. So you used ricotta, some blueberries, and honey.
And there was also some lemon and lemon zest, but I left that out because I actually, I didn't feel like it with the salty crack.
Oh, well,
Sorry,
listen,
peeps.
it's okay. Well, you know what? We tried so many different ones so quickly. If you want to recreate these, we do have everything we've just made for you on our website, expressoshow.com. And you can also stand a chance to win a baker's hamper. Simply visit the Expresso Facebook post and comment on the baker's post by sharing your message of love with someone special. You better hurry up because the competition will end this coming Monday, the 13th of December. And T's and C's, they do apply and it can be found on our website, expressoshow.com. But if you need to see how these delicious canapes are made again, well, here is a really quick recap for you on each of the steps.
Who can make a biscuit? Who can make a biscuit specially for you? Cover it with chocolate or a lemon drop or two. The baker's man can, the baker's man can, the baker's man can, 'cause he mixes it with love, he makes the world taste good. Who can make a biscuit? Who can make a biscuit like they used to do? Mix them bake with love and a touch of magic too. The baker's man can, the baker's man can, the baker's man can, 'cause he mixes it with love, he makes the world taste good.
Made with love for 170 years.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Thanks for staying with your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso. Now, South Africa's economy has been struggling for years, further impacted by the effects of COVID-19 and, of course, the rise of civil unrest, which we saw across the country mid-2021, which has all had such a devastating effect on small independent businesses across the country. Informal traders, you know, the likes of spaza shops, they truly are the lifeblood of our economy, and keeping communities fed is what they do. They keep us cared for every single day. And we know that this year has been incredibly difficult for many of them across the country. And to support these important pillars of our economy, Mondelez launched its Spread Goodness initiative, which aims to bring together partners to help make a difference and support small informal businesses wherever they can. And this morning, we're joined by Langa Kanyile, marketing lead for Mondelez, and Professor Ntombela from Mankosa, who recently joined forces with Mondelez to talk about how we can all play a role to initiate this impact through Spread Goodness initiative. Langa and Professor, good morning. So good to have you this morning.
Hello. Good morning, and thank you for having us here at Tavisa.
Langa, you know, when you set out on this journey, did you anticipate that the reaction you would receive would be so magnificent?
Oh, Tavisa, not at all. And the response to the Spread Goodness initiative and our Goodness Box has been phenomenal and incredibly heartwarming. You know, it has brought to life our values of driving meaningful societal impact through partnership that Mondelez as a company drives every day. So seeing the difference that a palette of Cadbury chocolates, Oreos, Chappies, bubblegum can make to help keep these businesses afloat has confirmed how much we can do as a nation by working together to support these traders.
And you know, the other thing, Langa, is that you've mentioned before that the Goodness Box was an initial short-term solution. What's the next step? Where's this going?
Yeah, so we want to go beyond that short-term solution of providing product to offering long-term solutions through business literacy skills, which will impact sustainability overall. In this vein, we are extremely excited to welcome Mancosa, which is a leading supplier of management programs, on board the Spread Goodness initiative. Mancosa have stepped up and offered bursaries and additional support for its higher certificate in business management course for recipients that qualify. Now, this is exactly the type of partnership that helps to drive the impact we are seeking. Once again, extending our Read to Succeed initiative that has focused on empowering the next generation through literacy skills, and in this case, business literacy. So we're so grateful to Mancosa for their support and partnership.
And it's an incredibly important partnership to see unfold as well. Professor Ntombela, this is an exciting time. You've got to tell us, what inspired Mancosa to join forces with Mondelez and to really help Spread Goodness, the initiative, really come to life? And how are you getting involved?
Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you for having me. Yeah, as long as said, you know, we are a leading provider of management programs, supported distance education. And what Mondelez is doing just naturally aligns with our vision, which is education for a better world for all. We have been an innovation hub for undergraduate and postgraduate programs. Since we've been working on this for 26 years, we are confident that we can add value to the program and help to actually change our societies. Our approach is underpinned by our mission, which is impacting lives through innovative education. So teaming up with Mondelez on Spread Goodness aligns with what we're trying to do. We're trying to help people achieve their life goals, improve their education and skill set through initiatives with long-term impact, which is very much in line with what this program is about.
How, Langa, do you encourage more people and companies to get involved to spread goodness?
Oh, Tabeso, this is only the beginning, and there's so much more to come. And we're extending the call to South African businesses and individuals to offer their expertise, their products, their services, and get involved, much like Mancosa has done. So are you a financial services organization? Are you a law firm? We're calling on manufacturers of paint and hardware, all South African businesses and individuals who can lend a hand of partnership. We're calling them to reach out to us on 0800 11 449 to help us spread goodness into 2022 and beyond. This is all about working together to make the change we want to see in our country.
And I think that this is really so encouraging and it's so beautiful, because the thing is, we all do have some sort of skill or some sort of product or service that we can offer that can help take this project a lot further than what it is right now. Really such incredible work coming out of Mondelez, South Africa. This is beautiful, it's inspiring, and it's encouraging. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having us, Tabeso. What a wonderful opportunity.
Thanks for having me.
And it really is. And here's the thing, South Africans always do pull together in times of need. And this initiative is a fitting example of just that. Our economy, it really does require a variety of skills to grow. So empowering people with these skills is a top priority. And you can follow Spread Goodness and call 0800 11 449 if you would like to contribute or find out more about this initiative through, contributions of your expertise, your products, or your services. And together we can continue to spread goodness in the long term. It's possible.
Oh, great conversation, Uncle Tabsy. Right now, it's time to have another look at those news headlines. Starting on the national front, the Gauteng Emergency Medical Services yesterday launched a new fleet of ambulances as part of its festive season readiness program and to respond to the fourth wave of COVID-19. The Provincial Health Department said the festive period was usually a time marked by a high demand for emergency medical services. Of the 220 ambulances, 200 are for intermediate life support and 20 for intensive care units. The Gauteng EMS routinely receives an average of almost 48,000 calls in November as well as December. Then staying on the national front, the South African Health Products Regulatory Authority, or also SAPRA, has approved the third Pfizer COVID vaccine booster dose for people over the age of 18 to be administered at least 6 months after the second one. Now, for the time being, mixing COVID vaccines is not part of the recognized courses for vaccinating against COVID-19. Meanwhile, the National Institute for Communicable Diseases has reported almost 20,000 new infections and 36 fatalities in the country in the last 24 hours. The test positivity rate is at 26.8%. Then looking to news further abroad, Olaf Scholz was yesterday sworn in as Germany's new chancellor, formally taking power after Angela Merkel's historic 16 years as leader. His centre-left Social Democrats will govern alongside the Greens and the business-friendly Free Democrats. Scholz, a soft-spoken 63-year-old, steered the Social Democrats to election victory in late September, positioning himself as the continuity candidate because he played a key role in the Merkel government as vice-chancellor. The German parliament, the Bundestag, backed him as chancellor by 395 votes to 303. Then staying on the international front, the African Union has called for an urgent end to travel restrictions imposed on some of its member states, saying the measures effectively penalize governments for timely data sharing in line with international health regulations. Late last month, European Union states, the US and Britain imposed travel curbs on 7 southern African countries after they reported several cases of the Omicron variant, which is considered highly infectious. The US said it hopes to lift Southern Africa travel bans in the near future as it continues to review policy on Omicron. And then finally, the world-famous wildlife photographic competition is now in full swing. The 58th Wildlife Photographer of the Year competition is underway with sumptuous entries from photographers of all ages, nationalities and experience levels. London's Natural History Museum hosts the annual photo competition and is inviting fans to vote online to choose the winner of the People's Choice Award. This year's 25 unforgettable scenes include a pair of golden peasants, a breathtaking school of barracudas, and a kangaroo with her baby framed by a raging fire's destruction. From over 50,000 image entries from 95 countries, these 25 images are currently on display at the highly acclaimed Wildlife Photographer of the Year exhibition at the museum in London. The exhibition closes on June the 5th next year, and the top 5 People's Choice Award images will be displayed online, joining the winners chosen by the esteemed panel of judges. Now, Dr. Natalie Cooper, researcher at the Natural History Museum and member of the judging panel, said it was an incredible challenge to pick just one of these images. She added, and I quote, "We're so looking forward to discovering which wild moment emerges as the public's favorite." On that beautiful note, that is where I leave your 7 o'clock news headlines. We will be back on the top of the hour. Carl Wasty is standing by with another look at the sports.
Thanks a lot, Jamie Lee. Let's take a look at the sporting action, and starting with rugby, and good news for the Springboks. Malcolm Marx, Yebonet Sibeth, Siya Kolisi, Lukanya Am and Makazole Mapimpi have all been named in World Rugby's Men's 15's Dream Team of the Year. The Springbok stars were included alongside the 4 players who were nominated for the Player of the Year award, Maro Itoje, as well as Michael Hooper, Antoine Dupont and Samu Karevi. With 5 representatives, the Springboks have contributed the most players to the Dream Team. The All Blacks have 3 and the Wallabies 2, while Scotland, England, France and Wales have 1 inclusion each. On to football. Barcelona will play the rest of their European season in the Europa League after a 3-0 loss to Bayern Munich. Muller, Sane and Musiala with the goals for the hosts. Elsewhere, Chelsea were held to a 3-3 draw by Zenit, while Manchester United and Young Boys drew 1-1. Both English sides are through. However, Chelsea had top spot in the group snatched away from them after Juventus beat Malmo 1-0 to finish top of Group H. The game between Atalanta and Villarreal will take place tonight after heavy snowfall yesterday forced the match to be postponed. On to local football. League leaders and defending champions Mamelodi Sundowns continued their amazing start to the season with their 10th win from 14 matches. Sundowns overcame New Boys Royal AM 3-2 in an entertaining encounter to open up an 11-point gap at the top of the table. Orlando Pirates and Amazulu played out to a 1-1 draw. Benny McCarthy's team have now drawn 5 league matches in a row. Now, Swallows claim victory for the first time since the opening weekend when they beat Baroka FC 1-0. And there were also wins for Supersport and Marumo Gallants. And then on to tennis action. World number 1 Novak Djokovic has been entered into the Australian Open despite uncertainty over his COVID vaccination status. While 7-time winner Serena Williams is absent, defending champion Djokovic has refused to reveal if he has been vaccinated, a requirement to play in Melbourne. Williams, meanwhile, said she was not fit to compete at 2022's first Grand Slam, and 20-time Grand Slam winner Roger Federer is absent while he continues his rehabilitation from knee surgery. US Open champion Emma Raducanu, ranked 14th in the world, will make her tournament debut when the tournament starts on the 14th of January. That's a wrap-up of your sporting action for now. I'll have another update for you in 1 hour. Over to the weather. Zoe is standing by.
Thank you, Wasty. Well, from Florida in the US comes the interesting environmental news that in an unprecedented move, US Fish and Wildlife Services has given approval to test feeding wild manatees, the most loved mammal in Florida near Cape Canaveral. The move is exceptional as feeding wildlife is considered illegal, but has become necessary as seagrasses have decreased by some 60%. At least 1,000 manatees have died in due to starvation in the past year, and wildlife conservationists are desperate to save these magnificent creatures. Officials say the situation arose because the entire ecosystem has been severely affected by human pollution, such as agricultural runoff and sewage, which create breeding grounds for harmful blue-green algae in waters. The algae then blocks sunlight from reaching the seagrasses, leaving the creatures without food. Officials will feed the manatees a variety of greens, including cabbage and lettuce. The plan is to use a controlled method for feeding, such as a conveyor belt, to limit human interaction. And we move from ocean news to our sky views and your gorgeous sunrise photos that get shared every single morning. Ntokozo Theo Makatini captured this beautiful edit of the sunrise from Johannesburg, looking at how those rays are just peeking out behind the clouds. Absolutely beautiful. And then Razine Pandi from Westering in the Eastern Cape shared this picture showcasing this perfect view of the sun coming up. This is definitely a beautiful and great way to start the day. Well, if you have a sunrise photo that you would love to share with us, please do so on the Expresso Facebook page. But for now, let's take another look at your temperatures. If you're in Polokwane, some thunder showers can be expected, a low of 17 with a high of 25. Mbombela 19.28, Pretoria 17.27, Johannesburg 15.25. A partly cloudy day in Mahikeng, 18 is your low, 29 your high. Cloudsthorpe 16, reaching a high of 31. Kimberley 17.33, Bloemfontein 14 rather, reaching a high of 28. If you're in Richards Bay today, some thunder showers can be expected with a high of 34. Pietermaritzburg 17, reaching a high of 30. Thunder showers in Durban, 22 is your low, 29 your high. Mthatha 15 with a high of 31. East London 20, reaching a high of 27. Cradock 15 with a high of 32. Rain can be expected in Gqeberha with a low of 19, a high of 24. A rainy day in George 17 with a high of 22. Cape Town partly cloudy, a low of 16, a high of 23. A sunny day in Worcester 16 with a high of 30. Sutherland 12 reaching a high of 29, and Uppington expect a hot day ahead with a low of 20 and a high of 38 degrees Celsius. Well, that's where we leave your weather for now. A final update coming your way at 8 o'clock.
Oh, thank you so much, Zoe. Speaking about social media, we are connecting with you and asking you, what are your family traditions when it comes to the festive food? Earlier on, I actually took it the wrong way. I was talking about my role preparing the food. So I was saying, like, I'm always helping with the meat.
Are you that auntie?
I was that auntie. What about you?
Well, look, we have to catch live chickens.
Huh?
Yes, for the festive season, it's a tradition that when I visit home in Hammanskraal, I spend a lot of the time, especially on the 24th, trying to find the right chickens to catch so that we can prepare those. So that's my role.
I need a video. I need a picture. I don't believe it. I don't picture.
No, it's a real
you
thing.
running after the chicken. Then I'm just going, come
It is, and it's a real thing. I do this every year, every time I go home, and I'll show you some pictures, some videos, in fact, a little bit later on. But please do let us know what yours are. Let's take a look and see what some of your comments are. Gladys Naidu says, it's an exciting time for us in the kitchen. My son-in-law makes all the lively curries. I make all the lovely roast. My daughter makes all the delicious desserts. My grandson loves to assist, so he makes at least 2 different salads. And to get to my 7, it just tells you there's a lot
of stuff
happening in the kitchen.
Also, I don't think it was lively curries, because not like the curries was alive. It's lovely curries.
Oh, yes, but they're also lively in their aromas.
in their aromas. Okay, so
yeah.
Linda as well says, we cook together and we have fun and we prepare delicious desserts, and we also celebrate my daughter's birthday, which is on Christmas Day, and I love my daughter so much.
Aww.
And I tell her every day, and I love my family so much. You are a family, Linda.
I love it.
Love you.
Okay, so get your comments through. Tell us what you get up to as a family tradition preparing for Christmas or for the festive season. Use that hashtag Expresso Show. Let me go find some pictures. And
some live, maybe live curries. Yeah.
It's a 1-hour festive dessert celebration on Color Your Plates with Koo. Friday at 7 p.m. as 5 potential cooking stars fight for a spot in the finale.
Create a dessert heroing Koo's range of food products.
And joining the judging panel is radio personality and Expresso presenter Zoe Brown.
This was a good first dessert.
Yeah.
It set the standard high.
I'm so covered in cream.
Some people just choose to experience life the normal way, while some choose to experience life the red way. Some just stream content, and some really get immersed in it.
Some want to be connected, but we really got the plug that makes things easier.
Some say they've got your back, but we really have your back. It's a first, not just for us, but for everyone, so that you never miss a chance of being connected.
Switch to a new Vodacom Red plan, and let's go further together. Experience Red and unlock more this summer. Further together, Vodacom.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is Expresso, and it is game time. Time to review a little game that came through, and I'm telling you, it's not little at all. Cricket 2022 is here. It's the only cricket game out this year, but is it worth it for cricket fans? We're joined in studio by Grant Hines, our tech and gaming guru, to find out. Welcome once again.
The only thing that's out was me now.
Did you just
I just got caught out.
Sorry.
So that was a great segue. Cricket's 22.
Yes.
So we're very excited about this. If you are a cricket fan, I am not a cricket fan. I'm just going to clarify this.
That's okay, dude. It's fine.
But obviously, it's my job to take a look at these games and take them in depth. I used to play a lot of Brian Lara cricket back in the day.
I remember that too.
That was one of the best cricket games I used to enjoy. Brian Lara
PC.
cricket.
Yeah.
Do you know, I used to have it on Sega. So I used to play in front of the TV. So I really enjoy games like this where you can sit and play with your family members, right? You can play with your brother or sister or whatever and sit and Dad, come on, Dad's going to get into this. And we've actually had a long time since we've had a really good cricket game. So cricket 19 was like the last really good one. So we've had a good couple of years for seeing them to improve. And Big Ant is the studio behind it. Let me just hit this ball. Sorry.
Okay, go for it.
Let me see if I can.
This is all about timing.
Ooh.
Okay.
This guy's name is Extian.
Yeah.
Ibrick.
The Proteum. Yeah.
Ibrick. Is he South African?
Yes,
okay.
it's fine. It's okay. Extian.
Ibrick.
But okay, so obviously with these cricket games, like all of them that we played in the past, it's all about the timing. It's all about, and also I find it very interesting because the more you play, the better your timing is with the controller.
Yes, you understand. You understand how it works. You get used to it. So batting is way more fun than bowling for me in this particular game. But they've really gone through a lot of detail, and you can see that. Yes, yes,
it's going for it.
Look, it's over the boundary. It's a 6.
It's a 6. Yes!
Yes!
And he earned an achievement, which is go fetch. He got himself a 6. That's great.
Yeah. Get gevang.
And I know that...
That's caught out.
Cricket 22, is it safe to say that this game, let's just say FIFA to football fans, is Cricket 22 to cricket fans?
This is literally what FIFA is to football.
All right.
Cricket 22 is what... Let me do. Oh, another 4. I'm just smashing boundaries.
Okay, you're on fire.
So there's a great new career mode where you can take a character all the way through to the end of their cricketing career, which is super exciting. That's a great addition to the thing. They clearly love cricket. So Big Ant, the studio behind the game, clearly loves it. And they have way less budget than FIFA, but you can see that there's a level of polish and passion behind this. You'll be forgiving to see there's some glitches, like when they flip the coin. Sometimes the coin doesn't load in and stuff like that, but you get over that because the game is polished to a degree.
Also, is it me or on a graphic level it seems a bit I don't want to say the word basic, but look at the graphics there compared to like a FIFA.
It's not at the standard of FIFA.
Okay.
Just because there's less budget. Cricket is a smaller game.
All right.
But again, people that are passionate about cricket are going to be really excited to see such a polished game. It also includes the Ashes. I didn't know much about the Ashes.
Yes, the Ashes.
I didn't know there was a cricket tournament.
So England and Australia, they went head-to-head. 1882, there was a test match at the Oval, obviously the stronghold of English cricket, and Australia beat them. And there was a little satirical article that said this is where England went to go and die. England cricket went to go die. And then there was an urn, and apparently they say that that's exactly the bales were burnt to make the ashes in the urn. But then England went back to Australia and beat them.
Why don't we do that?
That
sounds like something you do in like a matric,
like a prank.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly it. So there's a lot of contention with England and Australia, but this is apparently the official game for the Ashes, Cricket 2022.
And also, obviously, playing in South Africa, which is good. So Extian.
Yes.
Extian's great.
Doing well for you now.
Yeah, Extian's a good cricketer. I'm learning a lot about cricket right now.
He is, really.
Well,
so
Extian,
overall,
thank you so much. You're helping me out. Yeah.
The virtual world. Now, Cricket 2022, overall feelings about it, what are you thinking?
I think it's great if you're a cricket fan. I know there are a lot in South Africa. People always ask me about Brian Lara.
Yes.
Like, when is the next one? This is it. And we are giving away a copy of the game. And we are giving away, again, one of those cable guys where you can hold your controller, which is really cool. And I know there are going to be a lot of people watching the show right now at home that are going to want to get their hands on Cricket 22. Now's a good opportunity on a platform of your choice.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Well, while you hit the next 6 over here, you can actually get yourself a copy, as mentioned by Grant, of Cricket 2022, and, of course, a cable guide that you got. Oh, no. Right. So, while the action continues, all you need to do is answer a simple question. That is, who do you think will win this year's Ashes series? And share your answer on Expresso's Facebook page. Terms and conditions on expressoshow.com. And the competition closes at 12 noon, Friday, 10 December. Make sure you get your hands on Cricket 2022. Apparently, this game is going to be fantastic. If you are a fan of not only Extian, but cricket in general.
I was about to say, Extian wins the Ashes, right?
Something like that. Go grab yourself a game.
That looks so exciting. I want to play. But of course, we're back in the kitchen, and we know with the rising trend of conscious eating and people opting for more plant-based diets, I think the next recipe is the perfect sharing dish for the festive season. And with making the dish with AEG appliances, you are guaranteed to challenge your expectations. The most fashion-forward person is here to make us this dish. It is a chickpea aubergine.
Imagine. Can I go? Can I start?
Oh, he's ready. He's ready. Carl, it's all you. It's all you.
So what's your choice of oil?
Okay, so you have some olive oil. Are you a conscious eater?
Yes. Well, I like to think about what I'm eating, if that's what you're asking. Yeah, think before. So we're just going to throw the onions straight on top.
Perfect.
You always brown your onions. Throw some garlic, throw some those things on there. We got some garlic we're just going to add. We got some ginger we're going to add.
Do you know what? With this look and with the glasses, honestly, if you couldn't...
Paste. We got some red peppers.
Even if you couldn't cook, I would believe you because you're so stylish. I'd just be like, yeah, no, he looks like he knows what he's doing. So, yeah.
Some curry leaves, some tomato paste.
He's just going through it. He's like,
we go.
I'll do this. That's okay. So some tomato paste going in there. Beautiful tagine that
And
you're
then
making. There we go. How often do you cook? Because I know you're quite busy.
3 times
always
a
on the
week.
road. 3 times a week.
I would say about 3 times a week. Pastas, whatever's going on. Whatever's going on. Whatever's in the fridge, we throw it together.
And you're not scared your glasses is going to steam up, eh?
No, and if they do, we just take them off.
We take them off and just apply it.
So I got these little things on the side, yeah, just for anti-steam.
Anti-steamer.
Yeah, I also got the demisting spray. Yeah, I get that from Sunglasses, no stress.
Yeah. That already looks so amazing.
Hey,
it
look at me.
smells
Look
so
at me go.
good.
Let me go.
And then, of course,
Wanna add
you're going to
this?
be playing around with the spices
Yeah,
in
of
this
course.
dish because that's just going to enhance that flavors.
Yeah.
So we have some chili powder going
That's
in.
it.
Ooh,
First of all,
nice and hot, nice and spicy.
chili powder, some coriander vibes.
Yes. Love.
Some turmeric.
So that was some cumin, coriander.
Oh, that one's
chili
cumin.
powder, yeah. And then
We got some brown sugar.
brown sugar, yes.
This is the secret. A
that
lot of
the
people try to hide this, eh? And I think this is the secret in a lot of dishes, is brown sugar.
Definitely, especially if you're going to be using something like tomato paste and the can of tomatoes, you want to kind of cut that acidity and that bitterness that
hide
tomato
that.
brings. So I think brown sugar, I love that for you. Some turmeric powder also going in.
Yeah.
And then another
That's
hidden
some salt,
ingredient as
pepper.
well is, which you said you don't always prefer in your dish, which is cinnamon, because I see you kind of steering away from
no,
it.
I'm staying away from
Put it in,
cinnamon.
put it in.
Cinnamon fan, cinnamon fan.
That is okay.
Okay, we'll put it in for those guys who like it.
And then my job, obviously, is to make sure
And then
that
we're
you
gonna
get some aubergine. So I'm going to cube this for
do
you.
Do that.
I'm that person when you invite me. I'm just going to be the chopper. I'm your hype person. I'm like, go cow, go cow.
Let's go.
That looks good.
Let's go.
Yeah. But you know what the best part is? That food just really includes everyone. And speaking about everyone, AEG has also been asking Expresso viewers how they will be changing up the celebrations this holiday season. And this is what some of you had to say online. Now, Shiam Brown says, #AEG Festival Flavor. I'm definitely spending my time in the kitchen with my 3 boys, and it is my first holiday with them after I changed jobs. So it allows me to be at home with them. They love being in the kitchen as much as I do, and we love to try new recipes together. That is so beautiful, Shiam. And then Frances McGregor says she will be changing up the celebrations by doing a total seafood theme with cocktail prawns for the festive meal. Sounds yummy. Please send us some
Can we
baraka.
join?
Yeah, me and Carl.
Give us the invite.
Me and Carl is coming to your house, okay? And Fatima Scout says, people say a change is as good as a holiday. No holiday, so might as well make some changes in the kitchen during the holidays. Make those changes, girl, make it. And then Anita Sakopakir says, #AEG Festival Flavor. I would love to switch from electrical appliances to gas appliances. Would save me so much time and money. I will be making more lean proteins and more vegetables this festive season. Please do keep your comments coming through, as we will be announcing the 10 fortunate winners who entered for one of the 10,000 rands on the Expresso pages every day from next Monday. Now, you could use your winnings to raise your standard in the kitchen with a new induction hob, a cooktop, which is 80 centimeters with self-sizing cooking zones to fit your pot exactly, or 60 centimeters with 4-zone induction technologies with no preheating, which is necessary. Okay, are you not going to use my aubergine, Carl?
Bring it, come. I'm waiting for
you. Oh, you're going to put it in afterwards?
Yeah,
okay, I like that for you. You're going to keep it nice and crunchy. That's fine. I'm going to try
I don't like for soggy vegetables.
You don't...
No.
Same.
I'm not a fan.
Same. So now you have to invite me for dinner.
Okay.
I'm just inviting myself to dinner.
All right.
That looks so good. And then you can obviously serve it with some rice. I would even do like a naan bread or roti.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Naan, roti, rice, brown rice, yellow rice.
Okay. Hype person.
Let's go.
Hype.
Throw them in.
I'm gonna throw it in.
Throw it in. Rush down there.
There we go. Yummy. Keep that nice and chunky. That smells like a whole lot of flavor. We are ready.
Let's go.
We are ready for all of that. Now, we are all very excited as well to challenge the expected with AEG this festive season. Just again, a reminder to enter to win your share of 100,000 Rand with AEG. So go on to Expresso's Facebook or Twitter or Instagram pages and comment on the AEG posts telling us how you will plan to change up the celebrations this holiday season with #AEG Festive Flavor. Now, we could be calling you live on Expresso to announce your 10,000 Rand winning. So head on over to the social media pages right now, like go right now to comment with that hashtag AEG Festive Flavor to enter. Now remember, those T's and C's do apply, and they can be found on our website, expressoshow.com. And this is how you spice up your whole festive with Kyle and the glasses. Just
That was smelling too good, eh?
too good. You can take a barakat out.
Can I have one?
Yeah, you can take a barakat.
Why not order from your oven? With precision, raise your standards and make it matter. AEG. Challenge the expected.
The democratization of gold is here. Accumulate your Kruger Rands on a safe, affordable, and easily accessible 24-hour platform. Register now. Goldbits. Bit by bit.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to it. Yes, it is your Feel Good Breakfast show right at the start of a brand new day. It is Thursday, and we know the holidays, they're approaching. That season is here. It's easy for all of us to, get lost in the new routine, all of the chaos and all of the spending. But our friends at Nedbank, they want to remind us that there are many ways to pay that really can make shopping and spending a lot easier, a lot safer, and a whole lot more convenient.
We are here for all of that. Now, you can use Apple Pay or Samsung Pay, which I've been loving at the moment. You can also now load your Nedbank card to your smartphone or your smartwatch. Yeah, convenience at its best. Now, this gives you a hands-free experience when paying, and you can leave your card and cash at home, especially if you go, like me, you're going to the mountains, you don't have time to carry your wallet or anything. Now, this is also perfect if you're going for a long walk on the beach or around town and you want to grab something to eat afterwards. It's also a safety precaution because you don't have to carry your wallet with you. Not only is it convenient, but it also helps with COVID precautions because you don't need to touch anything. You just tap your phone or wallet to pay. It's easy. Now you don't have excuses anymore.
No, that's the thing. I'm thinking, wow, oh man, what excuse can people use now?
My battery's dead.
That's gone now, right? And here's the opportunity for you to use the Nedbank Money app. You can really do all of your banking on the Money app. I mean, it's transformed the way that I do my banking, I can tell you that. It's particularly helpful if you are, needing to pay bills or wanting to transfer money, or if you want to move money across, different accounts that you own with Nedbank without needing to go into the branch. Those days also, we are not doing that much anymore. It can be done on your phone, whether you're sitting on the couch or by the beach nicely coasting. You can even use your Nedbank Money app to buy data, airtime, electricity, and worst case scenario, think of this, you can even block your card if you lost it. Or if you can't find your card, or if you suspect there's some fraudulent activity on your card, you can block it there.
It has become my new best friend. Now with Nedbank, there are many ways to pay, giving you an easier, safer, and more convenient experience. And if you're not banking with Nedbank, then now might be the time to switch it up. The new gold credit card is available from 40 Rand per month, and you can apply online for this. Now, for all the details, you can visit nedbank.co.za. But you know what is free?
What's free?
Is music by Kyle Deutsch, the singer, and now the chef as well.
Never think 100 Rand is just a clipper. It's a fresh fade or prepaid electricity. It also gets you a gold credit card from only 40 Rand per month, and you still get change. So, do you want a bank that takes your money or a bank that takes your money seriously? Get a Nedbank Gold credit card that helps you afford more.
So
So it's going to be a morning filled with upbeat, vibey music as we join in studio by international award-winning artist, chiropractor, beach soccer star, and chef, as Jamie Lee just said a little earlier, Carl Deutsch. He's here to perform one of his singles, and I can tell you it is going to be incredible for you. Now, he did this with a Zim house producer by the name of Shauna S.A. This is home, in your home, on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Carl Deutsch.
Good at home there. This is a song called Home. Sing with me if you know, right? You get it.
Where are you? How are you now? Should I keep driving through your town? Out of sight, not out of mind. Could I catch you by surprise? Maybe I should call you, show up at your door. Maybe I could hold you like I did before. I think I'm still falling, I think I want more. I need to be honest, I can't let you go. Leave an open door and keep a light on. I just wanna show that I'm in love for you. We've come way too far just to give up. It wouldn't be right, no, it wouldn't be right. You still feel like home, feel like home, feel like home. But it feels like home, feel like home, feel like home, feel like home. But it feels like home. I was distant, you weren't listening. We locked our love out the back door. What was missing? Were we that different? Did we just need space? Maybe I should call you, show up at your door. I just wanna hold you like I did before. I know I'm still falling, I know I want more. I'm just being honest, I can't let you go. You still feel like home, feel like home, feel like home. And it feels like home, feel like home, feel like home, feel like home. And it feels like home. Leave an open door and keep the light on. I give all I have to spend the night with you. We've come way too far just to give up. It wouldn't be right, no, it wouldn't be right. Leave an open door, I know you want more. Wish you'd let me prove that I'm the one for you. We've come way too far just to give up. It wouldn't be right, no, it wouldn't be right. You still feel like home, like me. Feel like home. And it feels like feel like home. Feel like home. Feel like home. And it feels like feel like home, like me. Feel like home. And it feels like feel like home, like me.
Carl Deutsch! Yes!
Always.
If that felt like home to you in your home, then you're in the right place to Feel Good Breakfast Show. Remember, Carl Deutsch is going to have a couple more performances for you, so stay right there. That song is in my head, eh?
Yeah.
Feel like home. Feel like...
Comply with the POPI Act by decommissioning your company's IT assets as safely and responsibly as the biggest banks, insurance and auditing firms. Universe Direct is South Africa's largest distributor of refurbished IT equipment. From our factory to your door, anywhere in the universe, direct.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. The man of the hour is in the house when it comes to all things tech. It's Grant Hines. Now, here's the thing. On the cusp of 2022, sure, if you have any creative business ideas, the holidays are the time to really mull them over and, flesh them out and try and figure out where you're taking those ideas. And here are some top tips to help businesses out there with the apps that are going to help you see your dreams come to fruition or improve the business that you're currently using or running. Grant, this is exciting because people start planning now for what their year looks like.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of people also look back on the year and see how that business year has gone and little ways that they can improve it. And I've always been a firm believer that apps help you grow your business and help kind of work out iron out the kinks. And I've actually thrown together a list of a bunch of apps that I use quite frequently and on the daily. Some of them might be a little bit left field, but I'll explain to you why I think they're important. The first one is one called Monday.com. So Monday.com is a platform that I use with a bunch of different teams. So if you are starting a business that involves teams across different countries or with different roles and responsibilities, Monday.com is a cool way to manage that process.
I like that.
The downsides is that it can be a little bit complicated to understand. And also to find your own workflow in it. But if you are, give yourself the time and space and dedication to do it, it will work out.
Well, the beauty of an app like that is that a lot of people are moving to sort of working from home and virtual working. So you're not sitting in the boardroom or in the meeting room and catching up. You really literally could set that up and connect with what everyone's doing at any given point. That's nice. Second one.
So this is probably my favorite one on this list because it's something I found recently and I've been using all the time. It's an app called Notion, and it's a new way of thinking. A lot of competitors are coming out with very similar apps, but it's kind of like a virtual notebook that you have on your desktop and on your phone, where you can set up tasks, you can set up projects. With all the clients that I work with, I actually have little project tabs, and because it's kind of like an open notebook, you can kind of make it whatever you want it to be. And it's free when you're starting out, which is great. So you can actually literally just do it and download it. And because the concept is so cool, here you can do tasks with whiteboard tasks. You can push them along. This is a project that needs to move along the process.
That's completed.
So it helps me get I've got ADD, so it helps me understand where things are at all times. Even for the work that I do for the show here, I use Notion to help me plan it and so on. And that's been a very cool tool. And the fact that it's a new way of thinking about the way we work online. Microsoft have one coming out called Loop, which I'm very excited to see what it's like. And there are a bunch of other competitors, obviously Evernote is the one that everybody uses, but this one is brand new and they've kind of transformed it. So I'm really excited to see where
It's
that
really
goes.
exciting, and the fact that you can really just set reminders and that sort of thing and connect it, link it to your phone as well. So you haven't got an excuse.
And you can use Teams.
My notebook.
Yeah, exactly. And you can also use Teams. So whenever I have a meeting with somebody, I'll just quickly open up one of the pages and I'll just jot down stuff. I had a meeting yesterday with a client and I'll just jot down stuff on it. And then I can always go back. Oh, that was the meeting notes in my notebook for that thing.
Pending approval, all of that.
Yeah, it's great.
Third one.
Now, if you're starting a business, one of the first things you need to do is get online after you've got the idea. People got to hear you. So obviously, you get onto social media with Facebook and so on. But Squarespace or Wix helps you build a website where you can, for free, where you can showcase your work. And you don't need to understand how websites are built. There are lots of other alternatives for websites. It's called I forgot the name. It's actually it's interface website design. So you can literally, you don't need to know code. You can drag and drop things.
WordPress does similar work as well.
WordPress does as well. WordPress, you do need to know a little bit of code. So that that is a bit of barrier to entry. But when I'm thinking of this list, I'm thinking of people like my dad, who are like, need to just like drag and drop some pictures.
That's it.
And there are a lot of alternatives like that. So if you're thinking of doing a website and you're thinking, oh no, I don't know how to make code or whatever, don't worry about it. There are solutions where you can drag and drop. So make sure that you check and you look out for ones that work for you.
And those templates that they've got on there, for example, really do make it easy for you, and they are free.
Which is great. And don't fall for the paid tiers. There are like expensive paid tiers for a lot of these products. Don't fall for them. Use what works for your business and don't... At that stage, which is really important. And then lastly, Discord or Slack. So Discord is an unusual one.
Isn't this the chatting platform?
Yes, how do you know about it?
Because I'm Discording.
Hey, I'm quite impressed. I'm quite impressed with you. Discord is actually this really strange service because it started off as a gaming service. So most of the time you set up a server for you and your friends to play games with and chat. But now, as it's evolved over lockdown, actually...
Oh, I've loved it so much.
Like, you end up setting up like private servers so you can chat to your friends. There are like virtual stages that you can have. So you can go like, hey, I'm going to have an event on Monday night where I have a stage with my camera and people can watch me like talk, or I can invite people to come do that, or I can just have private group conversations. So it's really good if you're having meetings or if you're used to open offices and you want to continue talking. So I've got a group of friends, and if I'm feeling a little bit, I like to be where there's energy. I hate working on my own.
You break off.
I just go, hey guys, come, let's just work together, but let's get into a voice chat.
I love that. What I've been able to really enjoy with Discord, for example, is really this topics about anything and everything. If you want like vegan groups and all of that, you want to set those up, you really can and have so much fun in that
I'm
closed
so impressed.
Discord!
I'm so impressed.
And I really don't just like it because of the word disco in there. I really just like it.
I'm just impressed that you know it and that you use
it.
But
thanks, Grant. This is great. Small businesses have the opportunity to play in the big league, and these apps do make it that much easier for you to really step in the game and elevate your business, take it to where businesses need to be in the year 2021. Hey, the world is yours. Thanks, Grant. Discord.
I'm inspiring you to start a small business. You know what? If you don't believe in yourself, I believe that you can. Berry sauce is a nice way of you to get a little bit more Christmassy flavor into your dishes. And the thing is, I got the perfect person to join me in the kitchen to make this happen. So whether it's for a roast, something sweet, it's actually a must-have because you're going to love the beautiful notes of sweetness and acidity just culminating in a beautiful, palatable dish that you are going to love. And thanks to 100% refreshing goodness of Crush, we'll be showing you how to make a cranberry sauce guaranteed to be 100% perfect pairing for the roast chicken, and we'll make a little bit later on the show. So don't worry about it. Stick around for the roast chicken. Get the cranberry sauce right now. All right. Hi, Michaela. It's our time. It's our time. Now, if you don't know, all right, it's Michaela Tsuan. And the thing is that she is not only a diamond specialist, right, an avid pottery expert, somebody who loves her plants, loves reptiles, loves cooking, loves baking. She's got everything on her CV that you need. I'm just saying, this is you. Did I miss anything? I didn't.
I can crochet.
Crochet! I told you she can do anything. Crochet. All right, so let's make our cranberry sauce. I'm excited about this. We're going to use Crush
Half
on
a
this
cup
one.
of Crush, orange juice.
Right, half a cup. Crushing on that into the pot.
Oh, and I didn't miss. The whole time I was watching you.
Yes!
Yes.
That's it.
Half a cup of water.
Okay, this is looking very easy. I feel like we're gonna be done in like 1 minute.
Yeah,
so that's fine.
Some zest.
Yeah, slow it down, please. I need to still pour you some Crush. That's great. I'm gonna pour some Crush here because I think that it's beautiful. You know what I love about 100% fruit juice blend, my man? Hey?
Nice.
Hey? It's like that. So, cranberry sauce, let's just talk very quickly about, I mean, obviously it's something that perhaps is more of a tradition in the US, but it's becoming popular in South Africa. The more you go along, the more you have these family meals around. And the thing is, by adding, I know you may think, why are you adding the juice into it? But I mean, with 100% goodness from Crush, you actually get 100% fruity, tasty goodness in a glass. And it's the hero ingredient in a little spiced orange cake as well, if you want to make that. Your guests will love the, I know. I mentioned that for a good reason. Come on. All right, so you guess I love the perfectly paired flavors with crush. It's the orange juice in this particular recipe that we are throwing in here. And this sauce, it goes well with roasts and drizzled the top, oven-baked veg, right? I use the culinary word drizzled. And then even tastier when transformed into tasty sweet treats. A lot of them that Michaela makes on her social media if you follow her. I'll give her your handle, but it's quite interesting to follow. I think it's like Ks_fierce_foliage.
Yeah, because I had an obsession with plants. I still do have an obsession with plants, but you know, yeah. Now just do everything.
So we're like done with the recipe already. That's great. Are we done? All right, so you let that simmer down. Let it get saucy, and once it's saucy, then I was actually going to ask you about sort of storing it. So do you put it into a little jar and pop it into the fridge? Can you freeze it? Like, what are the...
I've never tried freezing it, but a tip from my mom when it comes to making jams, anything that you need to preserve, she always says boil your jars first, the lids and the actual jar.
Indeed.
So that you're like disinfecting any potential things that could contaminate. Then she always takes a piece of cling film, puts it over the top of the jar and then puts the lid on so that your lid never gets sticky.
You see, but that's perfect, and this is why we trust our moms with that regard, because it's just really great.
Thanks,
and I know that, Mom, thank you for that tip.
She's going to watch us later.
She better watch this. You know, your mom is incredible. Hi, Michaela's mom. So I think the boiling is quite important because it actually kills some of the bacteria that is quite commonly, sort of in the mix and harboring within those containers. So I think it's also very good. So we're going to cook this down for how long would you say till we get saucy?
Until it reduces. So you want the liquid to go about half as much as it has. We're not really making a jam, so this isn't going to be like that thick, very thick consistency. It's more saucy than that.
Indeed.
But you want the cranberries to break down, and you just want the actual liquid to reduce down.
So for the cranberries that we have in our cupboard, because of that one moment in our lives where we said we're going to eat healthier, can you use those cranberries in the cupboard for the sauce? Would that work out? Maybe rehydrating them, or is it not going to work?
I don't think there's enough liquid in them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you could try and rehydrate them, but like...
It's not going to be the same, isn't it?
No, it's just going to be like a weird mass.
Indeed.
Might be able to add them in afterwards if you wanted like a little bit of like chew.
So chew.
Yeah.
Is that the chew like your surname, Michaela Chewin? It makes sense.
Chewin.
It does. So with the cranberry sauce, you can use it as mentioned. I mean, chicken and actually we paired it with something very special on our crackers because a little earlier we did a beautiful spread of crackers, and I think that we will be entertaining safely this festive season. So maybe it's something to try atop a cracker for a starter, and then of course for the roast a bit later. I think it's beautiful for you to use that. Thank you so much, Michaela. It's been beautiful. I think let's just cheers to cranberry sauce, great festive season, and good vibes in the Feel Good Breakfast Show. If you want to get any of the details of the recipe as well as the method, we've posted it up on the expressoshow.com. It's the website, so please go check it out and have a sip of your crush.
Morning, boy. How's it, Dad? How's the exams going? 100%? 100% what?
100% crush. 100% fruit. 100% goodness.
With love by Clover. Only you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Now, if the last 2 years have taught us anything, it is to expect the unexpected and always have a game plan in place. And there is no better way to safeguard your future and your finances than by having the right kind of insurance in place. Now, this morning, I am joined once again by Priya Naika from Old Mutual as we take a closer look at the absolute necessity that is illness insurance. And there are a number of levels that this narrative plays out. Priya, a very good morning. Great to have you back.
Always a pleasure, Graham. Thank you.
So, Priya, I want to start off by looking at our youngsters, the youth. What trends did your claims stats reveal about severe illness when it comes to younger people living in this country?
So what we've seen is, although a worrying, not a surprising trend over the last few years, in that we're seeing claims coming in at a younger and younger age. And so last year we saw that our youngest claim amongst females for severe illness was a 25-year-old.
Wow.
And our youngest claim for males was 22 years old. And the oldest claims being on the upper edge of 70s and early 80s. And so you can see there's a wide breadth in terms of your lifespan where cover is absolutely essential. And so thinking that we're too young to have cover really isn't true any longer.
I get that, and as we've raised, it's that knock-on effect as well, that while a child is ill, what does that mean for the parents and their ability to earn while they're looking after that child? So I certainly get that. Okay, maybe I'm thinking about myself here because we've just come out of Movember, but I think men in particular need to consider their own situation. So what do your stats show with regards to men and severe illness?
So, Graham, you mentioned an important point about being a parent, and I just want to touch on that quickly because in the age group between 30 and 39, where we see lots of young parents sitting in that age group, we saw that both males and females were typically succumbing to the male and female type cancers for severe illness. So amongst female, breast cancer was the top claims event.
Wow.
Amongst males, cancer was the second highest event, and prostate cancer was actually the highest of that. So we can see that male and female specific cancers really becoming prevalent even at those young ages where, when you're just starting a family. To go into the male focus, I think what we're seeing is that we certainly have seen an incremental rise in the number of claims for men. So claims last year increased slightly for males, making up about 56% of the total claims. And what we've also noticed is that where a traumatic life event or difficult life event has happened, there's a co-event that usually attaches itself. So, for example, when a severe illness happens, the individual, and specifically we're seeing this in males as well, is more likely to suffer from depression or another type of illness that happens shortly thereafter. And what we're seeing is that males who have faced severe life changes like a retrenchment, a divorce, or extreme stress are also more likely to suffer severe illness. So I think it's really important that we prepare ourselves.
I've got to say, Priya, I doubt there is a man on the planet who isn't sitting on that spectrum of mental health at this particular point. But can you indicate to us the costs that are generally involved when falling ill with a severe illness? Everything from diagnosis right to hopefully a full recovery.
Yeah, so depending on the type of illness, diagnosis can run into the thousands of rands because usually it's not a linear process. It's not a simple test and then a diagnosis. Usually your physician would try to rule out a number of things and then you would land on an appropriate diagnosis and you would test with certain treatments. That can run into many thousands, and part of that, the medical aid role is to pay for those tests if you have medical aid, obviously a comprehensive plan. But then the real cost comes in when you go into the treatment phase, and the treatment of a severe illness can run into anything from the tens of thousands into hundreds of thousands of rands. Now, those treatment costs, if you do have medical aid and it covers all of those treatment costs, then that's really great. What's not covered in there is the many, many trips that you will make to and from treatment centers. Sometimes those treatment centers are not close to home. You also then have the costs that we previously talked about, where you would need, if you're suffering with an illness, you may not be able to drive yourself. So you may need a partner to take time off work or step away from a business to take care of you. Your kids, if you have children, will then need extra caregiving because you're not there, and maybe your partner is also busy trying to fight this illness with you. And so that can truly run into the hundreds of thousands of rands. And remember that is just for one event.
Yeah.
We may be susceptible to multiple different types of, unrelated events over the course of our lifetime. And that can make a serious dent in our savings if we have them.
Yeah.
Or it can even threaten your retirement plans and your family goals, your child's education, none of which you'd like to have threatened. You want to make sure that you have the resources to fend off an illness whilst making sure your family is taken care of.
The debt that could be created through a spiral like this and trying to manage that recovery after you've gone through the physical recovery, I mean, that's a double whammy that I think few people would be able to handle or manage. You need someone in your corner. Thank you so much. This has been enlightening and illuminating, and it's got me thinking about the important stuff right now, so hopefully our viewers have as well. Priya, thank you so much. Now, I know we've covered previously your amazing Old Mutual Rewards program, and we gave 2 Expresso viewers the opportunity to win a cool 10,000 Old Mutual Rewards points valued at 1,000 Rand. Priya, I understand that you've got the 2 names of those lucky winners. Do you want to do the honors?
Thank you, Graham. It gives me great pleasure to say a huge congratulations to our 2 winners, Fawzia Phillips and Gladys Mtsweni. Congratulations. Thank you for becoming Rewards members.
Well done. And that's going to help them on their way to a better financial well-being. If you didn't win this time round, is there going to be another opportunity to win?
Funny you should mention that, Graham. So we have just launched a brand new competition in light of the fuel increases that I know a lot of us have been dealing with over this past year. So if you are an Old Mutual Rewards member, you can enter any time from now until the end of February, and we are giving away fuel to the value of 30,000 Rand to 4 lucky Old Mutual Rewards members.
Wow, so that'll last you about a day, hey? No, that will be a massive, massive shot in the arm. Oh, Priya, thank you so much. I know we talk about pretty heavy stuff, but we always end on a very light note, and I think our viewers are going to love this one. Thank you for guiding us through today's journey. I picked up a lot. Thank you so much.
Thanks again, Graham.
Well, there you have it. Plan ahead and safeguard your future by having an illness insurance in place, and to give you that financial security in the event that you fall ill with a severe illness. The Old Mutual team are available in their branches nationwide. You can phone them 0860 60 60 60, and they will gladly put you in touch with one of their financial advisors who can assist you with getting signed up. And for all the details and the benefits, you can simply visit oldmutual.co.za// that is illness.
Old Mutual's illness insurance pays out a single amount of up to 6 million Rand for whatever you and your family might need while you recover.
Sorry, Mom.
Thank you. It's now time for us to take a final look at your morning headlines, starting with national news. The eThekwini Metro Council will deploy more than 2,000 Metro police officers to improve the safety during the December holidays. Thousands of holidaymakers are expected to leave for KwaZulu-Natal's coastal area soon. The Metro Council says law enforcers and lifeguards have received intensive training and are prepared for any eventuality. The spokesperson says private security companies and SA Police Service will also provide assistance. And staying with local news, the Gauteng Emergency Medical Services yesterday launched a new fleet of ambulances as part of its festive season readiness program and to respond to the 4th wave of COVID-19. The Provincial Health Department said the festive period was usually a time marked by a high demand for emergency medical services. Of the 220 ambulances, 200 are for intermediate life support and 20 for intensive care units. The Gauteng EMS routinely received an average of some 48,000 calls in November and December. Now moving to news abroad, Malawian authorities have arrested 3 officials, all members of the ruling party, on charges related to abuse of power, fraud and corruption. Police say the former governor of the country's reserve bank, Dalitso Kabambe, and the former finance minister were arrested last night. They allegedly provided falsified accounts statements to the International Monetary Fund to pretend that they were meeting all of their loan obligations. And Olaf Scholz was yesterday sworn in as Germany's new chancellor, formally taking power after Angela Merkel's historic 16-year as leader. His centre-left Social Democrats will govern alongside the Greens and the business-friendly Free Democrats. Scholz, a soft-spoken 63-year-old, steered the Social Democrats to election victory in late September, positioning himself as continuity candidate because he played a key role in Merkel's government as vice-chancellor. The German parliament backed him as chancellor by 395 votes to 303. And next we bring it home, some news of Tembisa's Zama Mofokeng, who is no ordinary gymnast. Zama Mofokeng is no ordinary gymnast, not by any measure. Hailing from Tembisa on the East Rand in Gauteng, the 31-year-old has just added another Guinness World Record title to his name by performing 31 one-handed back handsprings in a row while alternating hands. We say another Guinness World Record title because earlier this year, Mofokeng also earned a Guinness title, but when he performed 36 consecutive one-handed back handsprings using the same hand each time. It hasn't always been plain sailing for this budding gymnast, who is also an aspiring screenplay writer, as he has been hit by a car at the age of 6 and as a consequence suffers severe seizures. Mofokeng says his goal is to motivate people who suffer from epilepsy and who are with a disability, living with a disability, to not lose hope and to follow their dreams. As one of Mofokeng's Instagram followers quipped, saying kudos to this man and his impeccable strength. And we totally agree with that. Well, on that very inspiring note, that's where I leave your morning headlines for today.
Thanks, Zoe. Let's take a final look at the sporting action for the morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, starting with rugby. Malcolm Marx, Iabenet Sibeth, Siya Kolisi, Lukanya Am, and Makazolo Mapimpi have all been named in World Rugby's Men's 15's Dream Team of the Year. The Springbok Stars were included alongside the 4 players who were nominated for Player of the Year, including Mario Toje, as well as Michael Hooper, Antoine Dupont, and Samu Karevi. With 5 representatives, the Springboks have contributed the most players to the Dream Team. The All Blacks have 3, and the Wallabies have 2. Scotland, England, France and Wales have 1 inclusion each. On to football. Barcelona will play the rest of their European season in the Europa League after a 3-0 loss to Bayern Munich. Müller, Sane and Musiala with the goals for the hosts. Elsewhere, Chelsea were held to a 3-3 draw by Zenit, while Manchester United and Young Boys drew 1-1. Both English sides are through. However, Chelsea had top spot in the group, snatched away from them after Juventus beat Malmo 1-0 to finish top of Group H. The game between Atalanta and Villarreal will take place tonight after heavy snowfall yesterday forced the match to be postponed. Now, staying with football, league leaders and defending champions Mamelodi Sundowns continued their amazing start to the season with their 10th win from 14 matches. Sundowns overcame New Boys Royal AM 3-2 in an entertaining encounter to open up an 11-point gap at the top of the table. Orlando Pirates and Amazulu played out to a 1-1 draw. And a quick fact, Benny McCarthy's team have now drawn 5 league matches in a row. Swallows claim victory for the first time since the opening weekend when they defeated Baroka FC 1-0, and there were also wins for Supersport and Marumo Gallants. And wrapping up with things making a racket like tennis, world number 1 Novak Djokovic has been entered into the Australian Open despite uncertainty over his COVID vaccination status. While 7-time winner Serena Williams is absent, defending champion Djokovic has refused to reveal if he has been vaccinated, a requirement to play in Melbourne. Williams, meanwhile, said she was not fit to compete at 2022's first Grand Slam, and 20-time Grand Slam winner Roger Federer is absent while he continues his rehabilitation from knee surgery. And US Open champion Emma Raducanu, ranked 14th in the world, will make her tournament debut when the tournament starts on the 14th of January. That's a wrap of your sporting action, your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let's take a peek at the weather.
Thank you very much, Wasty Tasty. Time for us to take a fun look at your weather. The South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for disruptive rainfall caused by slow-moving thunderstorms, which could lead to flooding of formal as well as informal settlements or roads and low-lying areas with bridges and major roads affected. This is expected over the southern parts of Limpopo, the northern and eastern parts of Gauteng, as well as the Highveld of Mpumalanga. Meanwhile, disaster management teams in Mpumalanga are on high alert following earlier heavy rains that led to localized flooding, causing the flooding of the Elands River in Bavan, Mpumalanga. MEC Busisiwe Shiba urged communities, especially those living near rivers, dams and streams, to monitor the weather patterns as well as the water levels regularly and not to endanger their lives by crossing water resources, including bridges submerged in water. So please be careful out there. Now, we urged, of course, that we continue to urge all of those affected and living in those affected areas to take care and to follow official instructions, and please remain safe. We wrap up the weather update this morning with a recap of those wonderful sunrise photos captured around the country. We love them. Thank you very much, Brett Bennett from Umkomas, who shared this fantastic sunrise shot with us as he, overlooks the ocean and a moody sky with the sun's rays breaking through the cloud cover. I mean, look at that. And then we got one from our regular contributor, Fatah Khan from Richards Bay, who shared this gorgeous sky filled with hues of red as his day begins overlooking the harbor. I love it. At 7 o'clock this morning, Ntokozo Theo Makatini captured this beautiful edit of the sunrise from Johannesburg, and I think that's art in Soweto, looking so stunning. Look at those rays peeking out behind the clouds. I love them. Last but not least, Razin Pandi from Westering in the Eastern Cape shared this picture. Perfect view of the sun coming up. Oh yes, we do it bright and early again tomorrow morning. Get them through to us on our Facebook page with the hashtag Expresso Show. And now, final look at those temperatures across the country. 70% chance of rain out in Polokwane today. Sun and thunder showers. Be careful. 17 reaching a high of 25, with Mbombela experiencing sun and clouds today. 19 is your low, reaching a high of 28. Brace yourself for some thunder showers out in Pretoria. 17, that's your low, reaching a high of 27, with Johannesburg starting off at 15. A rainy day peaking at 25 degrees. Sun and clouds for Mahikeng, 18 and 19. Those are your temperatures, with Klerksdorp starting at a minimum of 16 and a maximum of 31 degrees. Sun and some thunder showers. In fact, lots of thunder showers out in Kimberley today. 17, that's your low, reaching a high of 33. Bloemfontein, 14 and 28, with Richards Bay at 22 and 34. If you're out in Pietermaritzburg, you will start off today at 17 and peak at a temperature of 30. Durban, 22 and 29, with Mthatha at 15 and 31. East London, sun and clouds today, 20 reaching a high of 27, with Craddock coming in at 15 and 32. Gqeberha, rainy times out there for you, 80%. 19, that's your low, reaching a high of 24, with rain out in Georgia as well, 17 and 22. Those are your temperatures. The Mother City, clear day today, 16, that's your low, reaching a high of 23, with some sun out in Worcester, 16 peaking at 30. Sutherland, 12, peaking at 29, with Uppington starting the day off at 20 and peaking at a maximum temperature of 38 degrees. And that's what it's looking like. Thunder showers across the country, and hopefully those in affected areas can keep safe. We'll see you bright and early again tomorrow morning with those sunrise pictures.
Oh, thank you so much, Uncle Tabsy, for that weather update. As you can see, Zoe is in her element. Zoe, I know you are a cat mom, so I have a question for you while you're playing with Mango. Can your cat go with you on holiday? Because I know you travel quite often. Can your cat go on holiday with you?
I haven't taken my own cats on holiday, but Carrie Snafty is here to answer those questions as we approach the festive season. And of course, we have more kitties from Tears Animal Shelter. So this is little Mango over here, and we are going to talk all things traveling, especially around your kitty cats.
Here we go. Say meow, Mango. Meow.
Tune in to Expresso weekdays at 6 a.m. from Monday the 6th to Friday the 10th of December 2021 to stand the chance of winning one of 5 mattresses worth 9,000 Rand each. Oh yes. To enter, reply to the daily competition post on Expresso's Facebook, Twitter or Instagram page and answer the question including the competition hashtag #SloomSleep in your answer. The competition will close on Friday the 10th of December 2021. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
Yeah. Yes, this is Mango. Karis is Ollie.
Wondering where to unwind on your summer getaway? The KwaZulu-Natal Midlands Meander is a waking dream of easy road trips to whatever spins your windmill. An afternoon of chocolate tasting, ziplining the waterfalls of Karkloof Forest, or reconnecting with the spirit of Utata Madiba. What are you waiting for? KZN The Midlands is waiting for you this Friday on Expresso.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, and things are absolutely perfect right now because if you own a cat who is basically like a child to you, then you're probably wondering, you know, what do I do during the holidays? I have my own plans. It's the festive season. You might be wondering what you should do with your kitty cat. Now, you can also, you know, the questions usually are, can my cat come with me? Must they stay at home? Well, that is why we have asked our pet expert, Karis Nafti, who's joining us in studio this morning to help us prepare for the festive season with our kitty friends. And of course, joining us on my lap here is little Mango. Karis is holding Ollie, and then inside the carrier over there, we have Phoenix. Oh my goodness. Listen, as a pet mom, you're stressing, you're freaking out because how long can you leave a cat alone for?
You can leave a cat as long as you go on holiday, as long as they're taken care of.
Okay.
So cats get very attached to their houses and their places as much as us, more so than dogs. You know, they like to know where they live. So you can leave your cat, go on your holiday, take it as normal. Just make sure that if they're staying behind, you've got a great pet sitter or you've got someone who can totally reliably take care of them.
Okay.
Ollie says, I don't want to sit and be on camera.
Okay.
I'm busy.
So Ollie is on a mission of his own.
Yes.
Now, going on holiday, is taking your cat something you can do?
You can do, you just have to prep them for it. So that means you need to teach your cat before you go on holiday how to drive in a crate. So this is a good, safe way to travel with your cat. You cannot leave a cat loose in the car.
No, they get all over the place.
They get all over the place. And what happens a lot with cats is that if a cat runs away on holiday accidentally, they can disappear. So it's safety-wise, I've got to be in a cat carrier, and you have to get them used to that stuff before you travel. Get them used to wearing a collar with a tag on it and a harness. You kind of have to almost teach them to be a little bit like dogs if you're going to travel, so you can just manage them and deal with them when they're out and about.
Oh my goodness. So I have my oldest cat, Navy. She hates the carrier. So I put her on a harness, and she's quite good in the car where if we go to the vet, she prefers to lay on the seat. Is that okay?
So Navy's a miracle cat. So yes, if you have a Navy, yes, definitely.
Yeah, because the thing is, the way and the amount she meows when she's in her carrier, it stresses me as the driver out so much. And the minute she's out of her car, but in her harness, safely on the seat, she is quiet and she just lays there.
Yeah. So that's easier for your cat, absolutely. One thing you can do is work on getting them used to the crate separate from the car. So some cats get scared in a crate because the only time they go in the crate is on the way to the vet, and they learn real quick that like like, ooh, the crate's bad news. Okay. So you can practice feeding them in their crate ahead of time, and then the crate's not such a scary thing.
Okay. Now, for someone planning on going on holiday, what is the best way to prep your kitty cat for that?
So if you're going someplace new, you need to make sure all your parasite treatment is up to date, because you don't want them picking up ticks and other fleas. You know, when you go to holiday houses, and sometimes there's fleas from other animals. It happens, unfortunately. So you want to just protect your own animals in that sense. And you want to make sure that when you travel, you always bring your own litter box that your cat is used to. Oh my gosh, Ollie's so excited.
Ollie's very excited.
Please adopt me, yay! Ollie and his brother are up for adoption, and Mango's got 5 siblings, 5 fluffy ginger cats who are all up for adoption at Tears.
Okay, well listen, if you are looking for a kitty cat, these babies are looking for homes that are available at Tears. And Karis, I wanted to know from you, so naturally, I always get a cat sitter when I go away for work, and now it is the festive season, so everyone's going to be with their families. I'm now dreading the process, but I've booked my cats into a cattery. Is that recommended, to remove them from their home and put them in a strange environment? Because that's the thing I'm fearing most.
You know what? If that's your best option, then go with it. They will be okay. It can be stressful for cats, but cats also get used to things. It just takes them a few days. So as long as it's a responsible cattery and everything, they'll be totally fine.
Okay.
I do say you need to take care of your animals, but you must also, if you need to see your family, you should see your family, and don't feel too guilty about it.
Don't feel too
guilty. I know
guilty.
it's hard, but don't feel too guilty. Yeah.
But it always fascinates me how fully booked these places get so quickly.
Yeah.
Because
Especially
everyone's
holiday
planning
time.
ahead.
Everyone's
planning ahead.
yeah.
Now, you know what? I just want to hold on to these kitties and just keep them all to myself. Now, when we have little, you have little Ollie over there, and as well as little Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix is in his house, looking for a home.
Oh, listen, these kitty cats need their home, so please, if you are able to provide them with your forever home, you can contact Tears Animal Shelter. Is there a specific story to how they've ended up into the shelter?
So I know that Mango's mother was surrendered when her kittens were, she's got, like I said, there's 5 of them in the litter, and someone dropped his mom at the shelter when they were 2 days old. These 2 little guys have been bottle fed by one of the wonderful people at Tears. So they're all super ready for homes. And these 2 cats love dogs. They've been raised in a home with dogs.
Okay.
So I happen to know they like to hang on the dog's collar and wrestle with the dog. So if you have dogs at home and you want to add a cat, you want a kitten like this who thinks dogs are awesome and they're not scared and they want to play with them, because they'll be actually a very good playmate for a dog if it's a dog that's appropriate.
Oh,
okay,
my
seriously.
goodness.
Awesome little cat.
That is Ollie and Phoenix. That is so cute. Now, I have to say, Karis has been amazing helping me transition my new kitty cat into the home. And we're getting there. They are not enemies anymore, but they're becoming friends. So for someone that is going to adopt a kitten, hopefully one of these, and now need to introduce them to their homes, what would you recommend they start off with? Because you've given me so much advice.
So with cats, you need to keep them in a small space for a few days. So start with 1 room. So get the cats, even if you only have 1 animal at home. If you have more than 1 animal, it's more important. But cats will first settle and kind of get confident easier if they get used to, like, say, 1 room and then the whole house sort of over several days. So make sure wherever they are, they've got their litter box, their food, and some toys, and then just let it happen gradually before you let them outside. Because sometimes if they don't know where they are, they can get a little bit scared and bolt, which you obviously don't want.
And we don't want that.
No, and make sure they're microchipped and all of the ID is there, so if they do disappear, you can get them back and you can find them. Now we're settled down. There we go.
We're settled. Now we're excited. He knows
you have
the
to show all
cameras
the
on
viewers,
him.
Show all the viewers how fabulous you are, so someone adopts you. Okay, my boy.
Oh, well, listen, all of these kitty cats are up for adoption at Tears. And while you are prepping, of course, for the holidays, doing your Christmas shopping, also make sure to buy the Broadline spot-on treatment for your cat. This parasite treatment will keep them protected inside and out against all parasites, and will also ensure that you don't need to visit a vet during that much-needed break on your holiday. And to shop the Broadline for cats, you can visit petheaven.co.za. And if you still don't have, you know, that little kitty cat that you've been dreaming of for years, these animals that we have here, little Mango on my lap, Ollie in the little box, Phoenix in the box, and Ollie in Karis's hand, they are up for adoption at Tears Animal Shelter. So let's help them find their forever homes. Oh.
We've all got holidays on the mind, and this next no-brainer recipe is perfect for the festive season. Take a look.
So, we've had classic fashion from Timby, classic cars, thanks Chad, and we've seen classic hairstyles. And you, Michael? Classic.
A classic range from Clover. Timeless taste.
Made with love by Clover.
Classic recipes. That's what I'm talking about. It's time to touch up on those meals made for sharing. And this spice marinated chicken is perfect for feeding a crowd during lunch or dinner, maybe breakfast. Who knows? Clover's classic dairy snack gently tenderizes the meat, making this recipe a definite crowd pleaser. And of course, Michaela back in to show us exactly how it's done. Michaela, I am excited about anything chicken, roasty, you know, nostalgic. I'm ready for this. I'm ready. I'm excited. So, we are using our beautiful Clover classic dairy snack to tenderize. Do you want to give us the breakdown of the tenderization of dairy versus...
This is going to break down.
That's correct.
It breaks down the fibers of the chicken.
Chicken! Thank you. I also heard that, you know, dairy, of course, contains something called lactic acid as well as calcium, both which break down and even soften collagen within the chicken.
Wow.
So that's why you should tenderize it, and preferably over 24 hours in the refrigerator with the tenderization on there, and then you can get ready to cook.
You know who's really smart, guys?
No, not smart. I'm not really. I just thought that obviously the lactic acid made sense, and then of course I know the calcium is a natural sort of ingredient that breaks down the proteins. I don't know what you're doing. So okay, can we talk about this? What you're adding to our Clover Classic Dairy Snack? You're adding a lot of spices, so we are putting in there. When we
some
smell.
cumin, turmeric,
yes,
some garlic, we have some paprika, you know, just everything.
Yes.
And we also have some stuffing.
And you know what?
Do you want to do the stuffing?
The stuffing. Do I? Well, you know what? I actually know the stuffing because, you know, I'm a big fan of your Feel Good Breakfast show. And there was a certain guy on Culinary Hotline Bling by the name of Chef Clement. And he actually made the stuffing. Now, I don't know if Chef Clement can actually give us the breakdown for a recap, but the magic of TV, please welcome Chef Clement. Right, let's go back to yesterday for a second, all right? So you made, right, that's fine. You made...
Barley.
Chorizo.
Cannellini beans. Parsley. More garlic.
Thank you.
Salt and pepper.
Love it. Beautiful, and that's it. That's how it goes. That's how it is, right there, over there. Beautiful stuff. Don't worry, Chef Clem's breath was sanitized. Now,
nice.
What we will do is get onto a stuffing, which is beautiful. We made that yesterday. Now, can you give us some sage advice on what you're doing there?
I'm chopping this
Thanks. Thank you so much. That's great. While you're chopping the sage and getting it all ready, I know that Clover Classic Dairy Snack is deliciously smooth and creamy, which makes it the perfect addition to this recipe. As mentioning, the calcium and the lactic acid tenderizing the chicken, resulting in meat that you can pull apart with your hands. And the thing is, provided they are sanitized hands, you're good to go. And you can give the chicken enough time to marinate. That'll be overnight before roasting, and to ensure that all the spices also infuse beautifully into the flesh of the chicken. I think it's so important because I think that sometimes people focus only on the skin of the chicken, but what's very important is that you have to also focus on that beautiful flesh that is going to give you the great flavors as you cut into it. I think it's... Oh, here we go. We are doing the stuffing.
There are spoons there.
There are, but
I was blessed with spoons on the ends of my arms.
I think, but that's the beauty of cooking, isn't it? You're actually putting, you know, a lot of work into it. So you do the chicken stuffing live on national television.
Nice.
Without a spoon.
For all the world to see.
It is live right now. Michaela Tsuen doing the necessary. Here we go. Stuff it. Stuff it. That's it.
Nice.
There we go. Keep on going.
Get it in.
There we go. Keep on going. Keep on. We believe in you. Keep on. You can do it.
Oh my.
Go, Michaela.
God.
Yes. Bring it up. Come on, Kayla. Here we go.
This is the most inappropriate thing I've ever done.
It's not inappropriate. You are just putting your hand inside a chicken with stuffing. Why is that inappropriate? So, while you finish your stuffing, I'm going to slice a lemon. Okay? I'm going to do something nice and easy.
Yes.
How would you like your lemon sliced?
In slices.
Perfect. That's perfect. So we're going to do it in slices, eh? Perfect. I love that. That's great. Are you done stuffing?
I am.
Are you sure?
I made a mess.
I feel like you haven't done enough. Let's continue doing that
Okay.
for the rest of the time we have left.
And
take it from there.
Stuffing my hand.
Thank you so much.
The backside of the chicken.
Honestly, and the great thing about this meal is that if you don't have anybody to share it with, you'll eat it, and guess what? You'll be stuffed, which is great. It really is. So let's continue. Oh yes, you're going the other side. Did you double stuff now? So because I see you put in the stuffing in the other as well. Really making the most of the ingredient that was made just yesterday on the culinary hotline bling.
We used it all. Thanks, Clementine.
There we go. Beautiful. And I've got your slices ready as well.
Nice.
That's great. And
there you go.
now we marinate this 24 hours. We put it in. We're going to do a nice roast on it.
Lovely.
And also the stuffing is going to get a chance to cook, and the chicken's natural juices. Everything's going to come together beautifully.
Cook it with foil on top first.
Foil on top first?
And then take it off till they're brown.
There we go. Foil on top first, take it off to the brown. Also, if you missed out on any of the steps, including the stuffing from Michaela, take a look at this recap.
Made with love by Clover. Only you can make my day.
It's a good idea for you to leave your heart with me. So what? Baby, take it off. You should be comfortable with having naked remedies. Yeah. I could think of things that we could do. I don't wanna find another you. Yeah. And I could think of places we could go.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
I'm still on a high from having those kittens in studio.
I can see that. I can see that you're beaming,
Well,
living for it.
listen, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast show, and you can experience Red and unlock summer with Vodacom's Red plans and amazing giveaways. Switch to Red and enjoy a free one-night stay at any Protea Hotel by Marriott.
And it's just, it's mind-blowing because there are many travel experiences that one can enjoy with Vodacom Red. They really have a whole range of them. Now, what we did is we asked viewers what their favorite summer travel memory is, and the stories came through. This is what some of you had to say.
Well, let's start off with Simona Manamela that says, hashtag unlock your summer. My favorite summer holiday was before COVID-19. I think that was all of ours. We traveled to Durban with my young cousins. It was a first time flying and beach experience for them. They were so happy. I'm happy I managed to put a smile on their face.
Oh, man, Sibona, I'll tell you that is something they will never, ever forget. You really have planted a memory there that'll tell for stories, stories they'll tell for life. Ruth says, my favorite summer memory was when we went to Paternoster for the first time in 2014. Wow, what a holiday. We had one of those fishermen's cottages with the blue doors and windows meters away from the sea. We soon learned that at 1 p.m. every day, the fishermen actually come back with their boats filled with the freshest crayfish one can can only imagine, which we loved. Early morning, we did walks on the beach and spent late nights enjoying a crayfish braai or crayfish curry. Boiki,
yeah.
Boiki. That was the most memorable holiday for me. Hashtag unlock your summer. Wow.
Does sound memorable. I'm loving these. One that came through from Irene Mitchell says, my favorite summer travel memory was when my late dad would take us camping in tents at Soetwater via Chapman's Peak. My dad used to put his leave in for December every year, and we as kids totally enjoyed this trip. We would bury the watermelon under the sea sand to get it cold, get mussels on the rocks for meals, have our fish braai, go for a hike, and simply enjoy nature at its best. The sound of the waves and the chirping of the birds was a pleasure waking up to every morning. We would play card games and dominoes as well. This was so much fun. Hashtag unlock your summer.
The beauty of stories like this, you actually paint the picture as we read them. So we love that they become so visual in our minds. Owen Mitchell says, road trips with my parents from a very young age. My mom has a fear of flying, so it would take us like 2 weeks to get to Joburg because we were road tripping and stayed over at lots of places. But I'm grateful for those trips as I got to experience Mzansi like never before. I'm 35 years old now and would like my 3-year-old to have such memories. And that's it. Hashtag unlock your summer. I love it.
And that's what it is. We want to hear from you. And Vodacom and Expresso, they are helping you unlock summer by giving away a 2-night stay for 2 at a select Protea hotels around South Africa. Now, all you have to do is reply to the competition post on Facebook, Twitter or Instagram and tell us what's your favorite summer travel memory. And don't forget to use that hashtag unlock your summer.
Paint the picture. Tell us the story. Make us want to be there with you. And the competition will close Monday, the 20th of December at midnight. T's and C's, you can find them on our site, expressoshow.com. Good luck.
Switch to Red. Enjoy a free night stay at any Protea hotel by Marriott this summer. Further together. Vodacom.
We're back on the Expresso stage with international award-winning artist Carl Deutsch, and he's delivering another one of his singles from the year 2021. This time it's his solo groove, Love Dealer.
It's a good idea for you to leave your heart with me. Come on, baby, take it off. You should be comfortable with having naked remedies. Yeah, yeah, come on. And I could think of things that we could do. I don't wanna find another you. Yeah. And I could think of places we could go. Come on. Running out of time, just let me know. I don't need your name, I don't need your number. If you need a change, I got you. Come on, you don't need to stay, we're not that familiar. If you love the taste, then I'll be your dealer. I'll be your dealer, dealer. Yeah, I'll be your love dealer. Yeah, I'll be your love dealer. Yeah, I'll be your love dealer. La 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 la. Love dealer, love dealer. Yeah, come on, say la 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 la. Love dealer, love dealer. Tell me your secrets, show me your different world. Young with ambition, come on, don't know what you're missing. Don't do it all the way, tell from a distance. You're on a mission, I'm here to listen. I don't need your name, I don't need your number. If you need a change, I got you. We don't need to stay, we're not that familiar. You love the taste, then I'll be your dealer. I'll be your love dealer. Yeah, I'll be your love dealer. Yeah, I'll be your love dealer. love dealer.
You know what I liked? It was that at the end for me. Hey! Carl Deutsch got one more performance for you in your Feel Good Breakfast show. Stick around for that and more action to come. Stay right there. Get comfy.
Summer is as endless as you want it to be this getaway season with your Marriott Bonvoy Stay Longer on Us promotional offer. Get 20% or more off standard room rates when you stay 3 nights or longer at participating Marriott hotels across this magnificent land of ours. To find the participating Marriott hotels at your dream destination and just how good things get when you stay longer on us. Book now on emea.marriott.com.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show indeed. We still have some time together, and you're just in time because we're about to really recap on what happened last night. We are in the festive season, and it's time to get more inspiration for our celebratory dinners. Now, inspiration was served amply in last night's episode of Color Your Plate with Ku and Noliswe Radebe. Certainly inspired us as the winner of the celebratory dinner round. Let's take a look.
It was a very tough decision. Sue, do the honors.
Okay, guys, give me a drum roll. And the winner is... Nolly!
Look at that! Noel Noliswe is joining us now via video call to relive that glorious moment from last night. Let's give her a warm Expresso welcome. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my goodness, that food looked delicious. Can you tell us, you know what, I think when I see something like that, when people cook, I want to know, where did their love for food come from? Who and what has inspired you along your journey?
Okay, so my love for cooking, to be honest with you, I really hated the kitchen. Like I said last night in the episode, my love for cooking came from an experience that I was having. I was going through depression, and I just decided, you know what, the only way I can be able to kind of get myself out of this is if I do something nice for myself. And that's where I then went and got a recipe that I did, and it was a therapeutic experience for me. So that's where the love came from. And besides that, my mother is a cook. She's a crazy cook. She went to culinary school, so I'm basically taking that passion from her as well.
And that's what led you to start your own catering business, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's what led to me starting my catering business. I actually have a partner of mine who I did a dinner for at one point, and he then told me, you know what, what you're doing right now, it's not something that you should take lightly. You should actually make a business out of it. And from there, I just ran with it.
And you see, those are the type of people you need to keep in your life. Now, Noliswe, tell me, why do you enjoy cooking with Koo, and why did you decide to enter the Color Your Plate with Koo show?
Oh, so Koo has been a family favorite for a long time, for as long as I can remember. We've all been cooking with it at home, and when I saw the competition, I wasn't really sure of what I'm going to do. So it was right towards Father's Day, and then I decided, you know what, I'm going to prepare something very awesome for my dad, and why not utilize my favorite product, which is Koo, and it's a family product. So I created a whole meal for my dad for Father's Day: breakfast with Koo products, a lunch with Koo products, and a little dessert with him for with Koo products. So it all came from Father's Day.
Oh my goodness, that is actually so special. And look, you won the episode last night. Now, being on the show and filming and then seeing it play out on TV is always two different things. What was your experience like, and how did it feel watching yourself compete last night?
It definitely is different seeing it. It was so surreal. It was overwhelming as well, because I would get all these videos, all of these phone calls and messages of people that were watching. And it was just such a surreal experience. Honestly, it was surreal. I got my little 15 minutes of fame and I loved it.
That is amazing. Listen, it was wonderful to watch your delicious meals. I mean, your dinner spread, it looked absolutely delectable. Congratulations once again on winning. Now the big question is, will you also be able to bring it home when the competition is, you know, when the finals come up in a couple of weeks?
Oh, well, you know what? I've been watching the rest of the episodes and the finalists that have won, and the competition is pretty tight, but I am going to bring my A game, and I'll see what happens at the finals.
Oh, well, you're being smart, watching the competition to know what you're in for. That is a good move. Now, I know the festive season is ahead of us. You did a delicious spread last night. But what are some of your personal must-have festive dishes so that we can inspire Mzansi this festive season?
My most favorite, honestly, is peaches. I think I posted on it as well yesterday, and I stated that my most favorite part about festive season is the peaches, and canned peaches have always been a family favorite. Like my grandmother, she would give us pudding, custard, and canned peaches. So for me, that is my most memorable memory of festive season, with the canned peaches. So canned peaches, you'll never go wrong with the festive season.
Oh, you're bringing back such sweet memories. Noliswe, congratulations.
Sweet memories.
Thank
you so much.
Oh, well, listen, we're wishing you all the best of luck for the finale.
Thank you so much.
That was last night's winner, Noliswe, who will be joining the winners JP, Chantal, Nadia, Zandile, Paula, Tsepiso, as well as Abida in the finale. Now, Gauteng has more representation in the competition, but we want to know from you, which city will come out tops on Friday ahead of the finale next week? Well, that is the question. Also, be sure to keep watching Color Your Plate with Koo. We are also journeying towards the finale with another 1 hour special this Friday evening at 7 p.m. with myself being the celebrity judge. I get to be the guest judge on the evening. I also get to judge some incredible desserts, so do make sure you do not miss out on that fun episode that's taking place Friday at 7 p.m. to see who will be joining the top contestants in that finale. Plus, our two-part finale next week, Wednesday and Friday evenings, that will take place at 7 p.m. on SABC2, with repeats on Tuesday mornings at 10 a.m.
And it's time for some kitchen inspiration straight after that, where all these people are put through their paces week in, week out, trying to see who the next culinary star is going to be. Maybe you want to be the next culinary star in your own house as well. It's possible, because Chef Clem is here in the mix to show us how to really bring the yes and the spirit of food to life during the festive season. And I absolutely love this. It's so inspiring. It's everything from the savory stuff to the desserts. Because what's better than a laid-back summer brunch? Nothing. But maybe brunch with a twist. Yes, elevate your menu with one or all of our Woolies delicious and decadent dishes: eggs and bacon optional. Take it away. Clem, do your thing. School us. I'm in class.
All right, you are, but I'm going to pretend like this is your dinner, your brunch,
Okay.
and you put things together. I'm your sous chef on the side,
Okay.
but we're going to do this. So you're welcome. This is before your guests arrive, okay?
Okay, so I've hired you because you're a professional chef. Okay, so...
You ready? Okay.
I want to please not my customers, but my guests, my friends. Let's do it.
Okay, and if you'd like to be Tabiso's customer, his cell phone number is just joking. Okay, so what you're going to do is...
And I sell everything. No.
All right, so stress-free. Don't do things that you know are going to complicate your day,
Okay.
going to overwhelm you, that's going to take you away from your guests. Because it's a festive season, you want to spend time with them, not time in the kitchen.
All right.
So, trout, beautiful. It's cured. It's done for you.
We saw last week how amazing this can be. Yeah.
Amazing. Then I got you the ready-to-eat gammon. It's already been cooked. Everything's done for you. So what I want you to do is, now at home, depending on how many guests you have a bigger platter. But here's the thing. If you have more than 8 people, safe, social distance, and don't forget to sanitize your breath. So you got guests all over? Absolutely. So instead of doing one big platter, instead of doing one big platter and having everybody stretch over the table to get that one, make 2 or 3 smaller platters and divide it amongst your table so everybody's in the arm's reach of exactly where they need to be.
That's smart. Okay.
There we go. So, Tabiso, you got your trout, you got your gammon. I'm going to help you open up your gammon salon. And you can even, you got some pickles for you. Pickles are amazing with the trout. Also amazing with the gammon.
Great.
So I've got those for you. I've got some glaze.
You've got some cranberry and apple shimmer glaze.
Shimmer glaze.
Okay.
Okay, to make your gammon really, really shine.
Can I grab the
Of course you can. Of course you can. There we go.
Yeah.
So that's there for you. And then I've got some spring onions and some limes. So my idea is that you get the Woolies Rustica bread, which we absolutely love.
I mean, you can't go wrong.
You cannot. Pop that into the oven literally for 5 minutes to bring it back to life, and that's all you need. Okay. So have that on the plate. I'm gonna make a horseradish creme fraiche, which is again, it's so classic with your trout, but it also pairs well with your gammon. So for that, I've got some horseradish sauce.
Okay.
It's a little warm in a sense of like little slight spiciness, but then it's turned into a cream sauce. So
tell us.
So it's perfectly fine. No one's going to be like, that's too hot. It's all good. Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
You good there, Tabiso's left?
I'm fine.
But that's okay. As a host, you're allowed to just go take a break and step outside and just like,
That's it.
Just get yourself back together again. There we go.
Got it.
You got the skewer. Nice.
Yeah, you have
to. Horseradish creme fraiche goes into a bowl. Horseradish goes into a bowl. Then we're going to cut through that sweetness with a little creme fraiche, which is nice and tart. Okay? You can see Tabiso takes this job very seriously.
No, you have to, because the thing with trout, number one, it's not cheap.
No.
So you want to make sure you handle with care and precision.
But in saying that, I like the fact that trout is quite rich, okay?
Yeah.
So you don't ever end up eating like 200 grams of it or 100 grams. It's rich, so a little bit goes a long way when it comes to like portion size.
All you need, right?
Okay, so how you doing there?
Very well, thank you.
Okay, looking good. I would make this creme fraiche horseradish sauce the day before. So that's out of the way.
Is it still, so, I mean, the thing is with the radish, for example, you always kind of want it fresh, but I suppose it does, a day or overnight is not too bad, right?
No, you can do this a week in advance, because it's a sauce. It comes creamed already in the dish. I like that you're building a beautiful little trout wreath.
Yes.
Don't forget about your gammon. That's also going to go into the mix. While Tabiso's doing that, and I'm very proud that you kind of made it your own, and like made it all beautiful, because that's what I want you to do this festive season.
Nice. Okay, great.
What I'm going to do is work on your dessert. So I got the Woolies Pavlova. It is, you have no idea.
My favorite.
Exactly. So much time has been saved because Woolies have
all
this.
the time, yes.
Okay.
So what do you want me to do with the pickles?
Tabiso, it's
my own thing.
It's your thing.
Okay,
it's your
cool.
thing. Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to talk about what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about it. So the pavlova is going to get some more creme fraiche. Pavlova is very sweet. It's made out of sugar.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Creme fraiche, that sourness cuts through that and just balances it so perfectly.
Yeah.
I'm going to come through with some pomegranate, passion fruit pulp, lemon curd, the legend.
You really are bringing out all of the OGs, right?
Because they go so well together, and then finish with a little bit of white chocolate and gold shimmer. Okay. So let's talk about some hospitality etiquette when you're getting...
I want to hear all about that.
Okay, so when your guests arrive, here's the thing. A welcome drink, and it doesn't have to be alcoholic. It can be like, it can literally be water with a couple of berries in it.
So you must have it there.
Have it ready, because you don't still want to be like running around to get extra glasses, getting ice.
So what if you're like me and I'm just like, welcome, Clement. The fridge is there. Just, grab the glass at the top and just do it.
Minus points. Really? Minus points.
Because I always say, make yourself at home.
Oh, that's
the
a good
glasses,
one.
grab
Okay.
them and...
But you know, especially over the festive season, if you think about it, we've all been like home for the longest time.
Yes.
When you go to someone's home for the festive season, you kind of want to feel a little spoiled.
Okay. So you want to create an experience.
Yeah. So have the drinks, have a carafe of water and ice and like little berries or lemon and mint in it.
Yeah.
Have that to the side and actually have your glasses stationed with it. Don't put it in your kitchen. Because everybody always flocks to your kitchen. So put it on the side, like on the sideboard, let them help themselves.
Yeah.
First thing, have the drinks ready. Okay?
And what do you say to friends who visit? Because I've also got friends who visit and they don't wait to be offered stuff. They walk in, they're just like, oh, what have you made? Oh, what's here?
That's fine. Like, it's okay, that's fine. But the thing is, hastiness, okay? So they come into your house, they feel like they have ownership, they're entitled, you give them work. Because if they feel like they can come into the kitchen, you put them to work as well. So give them the smaller tasks of putting things together. Then have snacks ready, like have the platters ready for them when they come in. Because chances are you're still going to be busy with other things getting ready for the day. So have those elements ready and like truthfully, that snack platter will easily hold them for like an hour and a half. We underestimate snacking over the festive season.
Because you're chatting as well, right?
And you're chatting, having a little drink, having a little mocktail.
Yeah.
So have that ready for them. It relieves you from being in the kitchen stressing because you want to feed your guests, okay? Get that done. Another tip, if you can do something the day before, do it
the day before.
Do it the day before, because come the day of the actual hosting, you are going to be so flustered. Everybody's want to talk to you. Tabisa, how's your year been? What's been happening? So do what you can the day before. If you kind of, just follow those steps, and you should be good.
What about friends who like just eat fast and drink everything fast, and they're like gimbas?
Okay.
Like they finish the platter before you've even served. Like, do you top it up or do you just say, okay, it's done?
Put extra carby things like crackers and breads on there. If they are going to eat really fast, they're going to get full. That's their thing.
Okay, cool. So this is stunning. For this entire layout and this entire basket of goodies and products, go on to woolworths.co.za. They've made it really easy for you to entertain and give all of your guests the most spectacular experience when it comes to this festive season. I love to see it. Of course, the drizzle would go over, right?
Over the gammon, and then you're good. Your guests are going to be happy. You're going to be smiling. They'll be back next year because you're just such an amazing host.
No, next year you are hosting.
I'm hosting.
I can't host every year.
Good, right?
Challenge the expected with AEG this festive season. Stand a chance to win your share of 100,000 Rand with AEG on Expresso so you can impress in the kitchen.
So that's 10 of 10,000 Rand to 10 very fortunate winners.
To enter, go onto Twitter or Expresso's Facebook page and comment on the AEG post telling us how you will plan to change up the celebrations this holiday season with hashtag AEG Festive Flavor.
And we could be calling you live on Expresso to announce your 10,000 Rand winnings.
So elevate the everyday in your home with AEG this holiday season.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we're going to feel good now with somebody with this full of color. You can guarantee this talent over here. We're back on stage with this man himself, international award-winning artist Carl Deutsch, and he's treating us with his latest single with Congolese-born musician Kiss Beats. I hope that you are ready, because the song is called Ready.
Call you a clown. Let's go. I see that you're ready for me. I show you the time and the place. Ooh yeah, I'm desperate for you. You show me the way. Come on. You say you're ready, are you? I don't wanna dim your fire. Ooh yeah, you feel it, don't you? Cause I do too. If you wanna talk, talk with me. If you wanna dance, dance with me. If you wanna love, love with me. It's easy. I'm ready. If you're ready, I'm ready. 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 If you wanna talk, talk with me. If you wanna dance, dance with me. If you're gonna love, love with me. It's easy. If you wanna talk, talk with me. You wanna dance, dance with me. If you're gonna love, love with me. It's easy. I'm ready. If you're ready, I'm ready. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, yeah. Lingala, 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 lingala. Oh, hey, hey. Zanzi, it's been so good to be with you today. Hope you guys had fun on Expresso this morning. You learned to cook. You learned to dance with your man Carl.
Yes.
What you gotta say?
We're ready. And the thing is, right, Carl Deutsch, we love the music that we heard, but one song that really stuck out for us, if we missed it earlier, is Home. Do you mind dropping that one again? Because I want to jam to it, if you don't mind.
As long as you're gonna be here today.
I'm going to be right here.
So crazy thing about this song, I wrote it all the way in Sweden, and when we were there before lockdown. And yeah, this one's got a real. It's about home, you know.
We're home.
Zanzi. Say what? Where are you? How are you now? Should I keep driving through your town? Come on. Out of sight, not out of mind. Could I catch you by surprise? Maybe I should call you, show up at your door. Maybe I could hold you like I did before. So I think I'm still falling. I think I want more. I need to be honest. I can't let you go. Leave that open door and keep the light on. I just wanna show that I'm enough for you. We've come way too far just to give up. It wouldn't be right, no. It wouldn't be right. You still feel like home to me. It feels like feel like home to me. It feels like home. I was distant, you weren't listening. We locked our love out the back door. What was missing? Were we that different? Did we just need space? Maybe I should call you, show up at your door. I just wanna hold you like I did before. I know I'm still falling, I know I want more. I'm just being honest, I can't let you go. You still feel like home, feel like home, feel like home. It feels like home, feel like home, feel like home, feel like home. It feels like home. wouldn't be right. No, wouldn't be right for you. Leave an open door, I know you want more. But should let me prove that I'm the one for you. We've come way too far just to give up. It wouldn't be right, no. It wouldn't be right if you still feel like home, like me. Feel like home. Nothing feels like feel like home, like me. Feel like home. Nothing feels like feel like home, like me. Feel like home. Nothing feels like feel like home, like me. Feel like home. Nothing feels like feel like home, like me.
Cowboy! Yes! 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 That's what I'm talking about!
Oh, I would. It felt like home.
Thank
Cheers.
Francie, we love you.
See you tomorrow.
Friends are in town, families coming around. Here's to festive celebrations made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.